Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Horizon's too high, it's dark on my side. I made my own clouds, fueled by my pride. The ship falls away, the night turns to day. Remember why? Fire consumes, ashes remain. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe. Cannot see. Cannot breathe. Cannot breathe.
Spick Span Show!
There we go. How was that, huh? Was that a seamless entry? Welcome everybody. Yeah.
How's the mic sound? Is it too loud?
As you can see from this very phallic looking centerpiece that we have right here, we upgraded the microphone setup. I talked to Marcelo and the PTG crew upgraded theirs to the God mics.
Oh, really?
They got the same mic that Joe Rogan has, the same mic that A-Rod has.
Whoa.
If you guys haven't already,
How much is one of those things?
I think they're like $400 a pop.
I know that I haven't listened to it yet, but I was at the field with Mouse yesterday, and he goes, "Did you watch Meter's podcast yet?"
I'm sure Meter's got a dope one.
Dude, he said that Marcelo, and then we're like, "That's better than our mic."
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure Meter's got the better Cush mic for sure.
But he said it sounds awesome.
You can hear, yeah, you can tell. Like
A-Rod sounded really good.
A-Rod's sounded really like solid. And but there's like you have to do you have to talk within a fist way.
Yeah. Better than when somebody would do that. iPhone.
Hit the air horn right there. Yeah, when someone's like
iPhone
and their lips are moving, it's like. But this one, like when you get really close and you talk like this, it's kind of nice.
ASMR, paintball ASMR. We could do a whole show like that.
But when I plugged this one in and I put the headphones in, I could hear the waves crashing a mile away. I heard a plane take off. I heard the trash guy who was blocks away.
Yeah, can you still hear this little tap?
I heard you walking, like getting some paperwork out of your car. I heard the water sloshing. So this is a very sensitive mic. I'm not sure if this is what we're gonna land on at the end here. Like I don't know if this is what we're gonna finally do. I might have to go for a return, but the other one caught a lot of static. It was listening to the computer. Have you heard it?
Yeah.
I know you guys can hear it in the background. Like if we just quiet. Yeah. So this one's a little bit better.
Ramos said much better vocals.
Oh yeah.
I was listening to it on the headphones when we were testing it. And it sounded really good. Mm-hmm. The voices sounded way crispier.
Yeah, and I mean, and obviously the computer setup, the station that we have developed here.
Yeah, they said way better.
Yeah, thanks to some of you guys out there. Thank you for that one, Nathan. No fans, no drone that you can hear.
Loud.
Yeah, you should hear everybody else. We can hear everything you're doing in there. Yeah, we're live right now. 4:00. It's funny. Camille asked me today. she goes,
You can't be quiet until you're showing. You tell me to be quiet the whole show.
You have to test.
yeah, we got to test the new mic. We were ripping the new mic.
That's like telling Tom Brady.
Shout out to Alpha Dog.
It's like telling Tom Brady he can't throw the football before.
Yeah, before the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom, you're throwing it a little too hard.
Don't be around the house.
And so she asked me today. She goes, "What time's your show today?" I go, "It's same time it's been for the last year and a half, actually." Speaking of a year and a half, we're right around the corner for episode 50. We talked about this today, so we've got something really cool going on there.
The fans can hear you really clear.
Yeah, you guys can hear everything she says.
They said we can totally hear Camille yelling at you guys now in the distance.
Yeah. Maybe we will keep this mic. This is good. This is really good.
Yeah.
Because now we can tell if you're going to go into your room and talk.
Yeah.
You know, smack about us.
Yeah.
And they're like to Sloan. Like, Sloan, I can't believe
Yes.
Kyle and Uncle Kai and Dad are just being jerks out there.
He's gonna come after you guys.
Giving Sloan a swirly.
Yeah, give it. We can tell.
There's a lot of banter in this house. We enjoy it.
Oh, shout out to Steve Grundy.
Alpha Dog.
Thank you guys.
Thank
and
you.
Alpha Dog. Alpha Dog, actually, if you check it out in there, I believe you have a new emoji. There should be an Alpha Dog Northwest Epic emoji in there for you. I see that that's your screenshot. I did mention to the Mega Support Status members a while back that if you guys have a team logo, a picture of you playing, or anything like that, I can digitize it. I'm getting better at all this stuff.
Wow.
And we can put it onto the show for you guys so you have your own little thing. Like, if you can see there in the comments that Kevin Nygaard just posted, we got an Alex Fragi, Coin Duel, Hormesis. There it is. We've got, of course, the air horn.
Who's that with the hat on?
Who is that with the hat on?
I don't know.
Does anybody know who that is with the hat on?
It's kind of hard to see.
I know. It's a mystery. It's the mystery guy from what's that one movie with Pierce Brosnan?
The Mask?
No, that's Jim Carrey. Close though. Close. Where he steals the paintings. Does anybody know that movie? What movie am I talking about?
National Treasure?
Very close. Nicolas Cage. Also very
Da
good
Vinci
movie.
Code?
Tom Hanks. Close. We're getting closer.
Suicide Squad 2.
Nah, there was way too many people in that one for me to say. But
You don't like our jokes?
shout out to Steve Segovia. Glad you had a very successful surgery. Steve is going to be rostered on Dynasty. I
Thomas
think.
Crown Affair.
Thomas Crown Affair.
I was not going to get that.
You didn't know? You know that one?
No.
Oh, that's a great movie. It looks just like this guy in this picture. That's who it is. That's
My next guess is going to be Tenet. Because,
they steal stuff in the art. Yeah. That was close. John David Washington.
What's that guy's name? I don't know how to say his name.
Cyrillic.
Sicilian?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Yes, but him too.
Okay.
Also on today's show, let's talk about some of these giveaways that we got. We've got a bunch of stuff that's been kicked down from Boston Paintball, Spick and Span Show jersey. We've got a GI Sports bag. We've got a G2 jacket. And then we've got a couple of other things that we're going to do as a special giveaway.
Are you giving that away?
I'm not going to give away that. No, none of the elephants. We do have some of these HK Army wallets, though. I'm going to give one. I'm going to give one of these. May as well just give one of these away right away.
Have a fantastic show.
Oh,
Thank you,
thanks,
Camille.
Thanks,
That's
Camille. I
very
appreciate
sweet of
that.
you.
Wow, that's a nice charcuterie board you just made. Look at this. Yeah, maybe this mic is the
so.
truth.
Remember, we released these first.
We did.
We told you guys about them before.
You heard about the HK Army wallet drop before anywhere else on the Spick and Span Show.
You did.
That's right. So yeah, Immortal Bandito. I'll get some software. I was actually on YouTube trying to figure out how to clean things up in there.
Is this yours?
Well, it's got my bag.
Oh.
No, it's not mine. It was
Look at this.
gifted to us. Yeah, we're giving this away today. This was a
thing is
gift
nice.
from Dizon, actually.
I don't
Dizon
even
and
have one of
Boston
these.
Paintball.
I would love one of these.
This is a really cool backpack. And inside of here,
Pretty sure this is one of my sponsors.
it is.
Yeah.
I like how
We need
we're
ones.
giving away stuff that your
we don't
sponsors have that
Yeah.
you don't get.
Yeah.
Adam Lawrence gave away that carbon backpack. Dizon's giving this one away. We've got a Boston Paintball shirt. Sport the old boys at Boston Paintball.
Found this guy.
We've got a Lavina shirt. Lavina sent us a bunch of stuff. You guys can actually we have to get a skateboard from Lavina. We got a bunch of wheels. and which we don't use. Yeah, we are.
Wow.
So also what I have is, so Dynasty had made some jerseys for the Philly event. Hold on, I'll let you open that because see the crinkling. So Dynasty had made everybody's team jerseys, and then a couple of weeks before the event, Tyler, look, he's even got a little mustache on the back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we got some hidden images on these things. That was a combination of Alex and I made some things on there.
This is a cool jersey.
Yeah, it's a really cool jersey. So they made one of each. There was a black one and a home and away jersey. So I gave the one to Play the Game, and Marcelo and Play the Game donated that one, gave it away. And so I said, is it fair that we do this? So and as a fun joke, HK Army sent me 2 Houston Heat barrel condoms. Thank you very much, Marky and everybody at HK. I do appreciate the support and the humor here. But we are going to be talking about being offended, which I am not.
Funny story actually about that. Well, I think I told you, but remember, so J-Rob was going to play World Cup last year with us, but then he didn't go like last minute, and we printed his jerseys. So, and I was handling all that. So Dave's like, you can keep them. Yeah. You can sell them for all your work.
Yeah. Was J-Rob mad?
Well, I sold them to Vic. And then Vic's like, hey, I'm going to get him signed by J-Rob. I'm like, no, you can't do that. And he's like, yeah, it's a good story. Like, he wasn't at World Cup. I'm like, you can't do that. Let's try to figure out a different way. So he went to J-Rob because it was the same jersey we had the whole year. So J-Rob knew instantly. Yeah. And came to me. He's like, did you guys print jerseys for World Cup? And I'm like, maybe. And he's like, why didn't I get him? And he was pissed.
Oh, dude, look.
But JC stood up for me. He's like, you didn't come. You don't get the jerseys.
You don't get the jerseys. Yeah. Exactly. You didn't show up. Tyler didn't show up to Philly. You don't get the jerseys. Yeah. So Dynasty was nice enough to decide to donate one to the Spick Span Show to you guys and one to the Play the Game. I think that was a fair split.
And I have one of Dalton's from the same situation.
Yep. And you had one of Mr. Malloy's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That was a misprint.
I haven't got that back. Matt Jackson's been.
He's
holding,
heisted it,
He's kind of wants it for himself, but
yeah. So look at that, Meters. Hey, Meter, what?
Meter.
Yeah, we were just talking about you and how nice your mic is. We're
from your podcast.
Yeah, we're in the market. Oh, I don't know. You guys seem to be liking the mic so far. So we're gonna see maybe.
And Meter has an event coming up this week. It's awesome. If you guys haven't went over and listened to the podcast, he dives into a little bit more and actually why he's doing it.
Yeah.
For paintball, it's an awesome story. So
yeah, and we talked about that. Actually, we dropped the official roster, or sorry, not roster, the schedule. Yeah. And that the teams, you heard that here first.
Yeah.
I mean, Meter obviously knew what it was first, but. You heard it here, kind of like.
And Meter's he's also starting a brand. Meter, I'm not exactly sure what the Instagram handle is, but you could probably throw that in there too. If anybody wants to check it out.
The Astra. He's making a whole Astra line of product and league and all that stuff. If
anybody else knows fashion besides me out there, it's Meter.
Me. Oh.
It's you. Yeah.
Me. Yeah. I regularly like to boast that most of the clothes that I wear, about 95% of them, are free. Yeah. Or they're so old that I could have gotten them for free.
Sometimes you go to a nice dinner and it's like, do I wear the New Balances or the Converse that you got me 2 Christmas ago? I'm like, keep wearing the Converse.
I'm like, really? Aren't these cool though? Yeah. You're like,
no, not for dinner.
You gotta. The curve has to be changed at some point. You know, true. Like eventually, the style is gonna come full circle. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
That's how it always works.
Yeah.
You know, that's why when I hem my pants, I keep the extra fabric in there so I can open it back up in 10 years.
Bootleg.
Yeah, 10 years, skinny. Right? Yeah. Why cut the seam and then sew it when you can fold the seam, sew it, and then unfold it 10 years later and they still got it working jeans?
Oh, yeah, bell bottoms.
Exactly.
Probably come back at some point.
Quiet on that one. So we're gonna announce what we're gonna do with that Tyler jersey. I have a special opportunity for that. It's going to be slightly donation based, and some of the proceeds less whatever the king Lord Overseer of YouTube cuts off the top will go. The proceeds are going to go to Team USA. So that's how we're gonna give away the Tyler Harmon jersey. And then also, just if you guys are following Play the Game podcast and Tyler Harmon, you guys will be entered in to win one of these Houston Heat barrel condoms, which I don't have any use for.
We can't use it.
They sent them because HK donated a monthly mega support status membership package to everybody, and I asked for, I think we had 53 members or something like that, and they sent barrel condoms for everybody, and they sent lanyards and like some stickers, and 2 of the barrel condoms were these, and I go, I'm not giving those things out. Like I can't send these, out to everybody.
That would be a good troll like to do to your own team. Is like at the tournament you have like
give this to Mikey.
You have another team's barrel condom on your gun.
Yeah,
like you have a Tampa Bay Damage on or something.
Yeah, be like, hey guys, and then they're like, dude, Ryan stole our barrel condom.
You just see it, and then like you're using it. Like, why are you using that?
That is a good one.
Yeah.
That's a deep trick. That's a deep mind trick that Alex would play.
Social experiment.
Yeah, I think Alex would definitely use that one. Kind of like, hey, you look tired. You guys get a lot of sleep last night? You guys look a little tired.
Yeah.
He's got a new one too. I was telling my guys, and I like this one. So when you have your goggles on and you're standing next to somebody, it only works really at the ICC because very seldomly am I standing next to you and playing you.
Yeah.
But if I'm ever standing next to you, and because like everybody's right next to each other, he goes, "Is your tank leaking?"
Yeah. That's really good.
That's a good one too, right?
Yeah.
You got to have your goggles on. So yeah.
You just need one of those little mini carbon, like those airsoft carbon containers. Maybe you can get a top that makes that noise.
Just like a little
turn it on.
Yeah. No, everybody that like just the leak always gets everybody else. And then the Astra event it's going to be pre-recorded, so it's not going to be a live show. But honestly, the pre-recorded shows, it allows the commentators to really showcase the game and then explain what's going on. And I think we've talked about this a little bit in the past, is like, it's such a better idea and concept that when you're up in the booth for Go Sports, I always try to do my best to talk about what's on the screen, but you're watching the game, right? It's so hard to be like, it would be kind of like me commentating on what's on the table right here, but you guys can't see it. And then every so often I bring the camera down and then I'm back up. So it's tough. That's something that you gotta like really focus on. So that's why I think that's a good one. That's why those ESPN shows back in the day were actually pretty entertaining, because they were commentating on a pre-recorded event.
That indoor X-Ball?
Not the indoor one. That one was probably the least exciting of them all, but it was more of because those ones were live. Those guys were commentating live. It was the ones, the Miami one for the MPPL, and then the Fox Sports one. Yeah. Because it was they were explaining what was going on the field. Yeah. So, and Jonas, we're not going to be playing the Astra event. The Astra event lineup, Meter, if you're in here and you want to chuck in the event lineup, but basically they took the bottom 10 pro teams and allowed them to enter, and then the top several semi-pro teams. So it was a good mix right there. And then after the Astra event was released that they were going to do that, the NXL decided to open up their Sacramento event to give an open division and do essentially the exact same thing that Astra is doing. So teams like Aftermath are going to be Aftermath, TMG Outlaws, probably ML Kings, maybe the LVL team, AC Dallas will be there.
AC Dallas, yeah.
And then, do you have any other teams there, Meter? You want to give us the whole lineup, or are you just going to fire off each name individually? So shout out to Mr. Alex Cooper. Love the music, my man. So again, everybody who's here, we're going to get him to... Yeah, let's get Nathan Ramos is right. Let's get that like button up. I need to get the little like subscribe button thing going again here. But
AC Diesel, SD Aftermath, Level, Energy, ML Kings,
Blast Camp,
Hurricanes, CEP, Uprising.
There we go. All right, so that is the event list. Those are the teams that are going to be there, and then up at the Sacramento event, I think you guys are coming.
We're gonna play. Yeah,
you guys are playing. I believe that I thought Uprising was going, but I think maybe it's Thunder is going. Maybe Excessive. that Gummy Bears team, which is the ASG All Stars or something like that. And then
But they didn't go in as the Gummy Bears.
No, I heard because someone asked me if I was going to play with them. But and then I guess Mutiny is not playing it at Meter's event. Oh, Chad, that's not fair. And they are going to get loose, though. You're right. The ML Kings are still going to get loose. You're right. ML Kings getting loose. So, again, thank you very much, Alex Cooper from Michigan. Okay, so let's get back to kind of our on schedule here, because we do have to keep a little bit of a schedule because we do have 2 guests joining us today on the split screen, and we're hopefully that's going to go out with that's going to go off easily. You never know how the calls are going to be. You know,
we're going to conditions,
special conditions, weather, you know, and everything else. But before we get to them and get them on the horn, we wanted to talk about a couple of things. A lot of you guys have probably seen we're wearing our Team USA jerseys to help show support for the Team USA guys, and I believe that their event is in 2 weeks? Is that when they fly out to Paris?
I'm not sure.
Let's see here. I'm gonna get the official date. I believe it's either September 4th or September 11th. It's probably September 4th. I think it's weekend 1 of the layout. I think it's September 4th. So in about 2.5 weeks, the USA team, the representatives of the U16, the U19 men's, the women's team, and I believe the men's over 40, which I am like 4 months away from qualifying for. So get ready for an exciting 2022.
Excited to go dominate?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one. Okay, yeah. So I guess Frosty, thanks. I am on the ASG All Stars. I'm not going to be playing with them though. They just Yarber put me on the list or on the thing
just in case.
So yeah. So we've talked about political correctness in the past, mainly because of the idea of naming bunkers or things that could be offensive or found to hold the growth of the sport back. And that was the God Bunker was the first contender for this. Now, obviously, there are several different viewpoints across the board, but on how people may feel about all sorts of things, and everybody's opinion is valid. And everybody is entitled to their opinion on all those matters, and everybody should listen to those types of arguments and be as receptive as possible, which is why Dynasty did get rid of the God Bunker.
Yeah,
I'm always a big fan of, if there's a problem, if you have a problem with a name or word, you can't hear it, doesn't sound right, or you just don't like it, let's come up with a better solution and let's try to implement it.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad of an idea. I was talking to my team, the felons that I coach, and they were like, "What do you think about that?" Like, and they were kind of like, it's silly. Why would you get rid of it? Like, that's the name of the bunker. And then once I explained the other thought about it, like, most people don't know paintball outside of paintball. Like, you go in to have lunch at a Chipotle, I guarantee you out of the like 30 people in there, maybe one person's even like knew it's a thing. So when you say something in that terminology, it might come off a little weird. Right.
And obviously, yeah, Matt, I'm glad that you're Curtis McDougal. USA looking good, but Team Canada coming in hot. I don't know. The USA guys and gals are pretty good. And yeah, Matt, I'm glad that you're pretty up to date with what's going on with the Team USA. It was some tasteless comments by one of the players that may or may not have thought out, which, obviously had an opinion. But you just need to know what platform you have and how to disseminate the information so it's digestible in whether you feel like it is or is not appropriate. You need to make it as digestible as possible, but you need to also realize that for everything that you say, for every action, there is going to be a reaction, whether it's on the Spick and Span Show and we buy a new mic and people like it or don't like it, or if we say something, which we try not to. I'm usually a little closer to saying something in bad taste than perhaps you are.
We definitely had some topics before the show starts. I'm like, Ryan, we cannot go there. Let's just leave it.
I want to leave it all on the table.
Yeah, which I like is good. I just, going into what you said, it's the environment we're in now too. Like,
that's right.
Look at some old shows like the Dave Chappelle Show, or like Eastbound and Down with Kenny Powers like that.
Yeah, there's some
Great,
Tropic Thunder.
hilarious show, hilarious content, but it's a little more delicate these days. So you have to know how to navigate it in a sense.
Yeah, and you got to know how to navigate it actually. And yeah, there, you know, obviously we can all agree that there have been things in the past, and some people say, well, that's just how it was, and some people say, well, that's not right anyway.
Yeah.
And so whichever side of the fence you're on, that's okay. And it really is okay, because again, it's your opinion, and some people, now there are things that are clearly not in good taste and are outright wrong. But it's important that people are receptive to understanding how that can be wrong, you know, because that's how you get to the final decision. That's why, Jay Stu, that's why 90% of TV and movies suck right now. Yeah, I'm sure there's some things that people need to hold back on as far as what goes into movies.
If there was a paintball TMZ, it would be hot right now, though.
Yeah, it would. And it actually is, because NBC News has caught wind of the story.
Is that a joke?
No.
For real?
And they are going to run a story on this. So it's really important that
Our show?
They're on the Spick Span Show. I mean, we have to tread. I have to choose my words carefully in the rest of this show as well.
For sure, yeah.
Because I know that there are some agents out there that are probably could get wind of this, that could try to submarine the show based on their beliefs and the fact that we are affiliated with Team USA because we are Americans and because we play paintball. Also because we're wearing the shirts and we both play on the team. So that's something that's really important to gather as well, is if you choose to disagree with someone individually in their beliefs, you got to take it out with that person. You got to address it with that person. Attacking and using your own platform to bully other people into changing that person's mind is a very, very, I guess, disrespectful and thoughtless way of handling a problem. And I think that that's kind of where the issue has been convoluted right now, is because I believe that, and I'll take the Utah Bro Army camp as a great example, a lot of people have been vilifying the Utah Bro Army camp and Mama T and everything they've been doing, and the Martinez family out in Utah for something that was said out in North Carolina. But because the Martinez's play on Team USA's men's team, they are now, according to this group of people, guilty by association. And that this large mob of people are, while they may have good intentions, perhaps, to try to change someone's viewpoint and mind, they're going about it in a little bit of I'd say, not a very great character, you know, a flawed characteristic way of going about it.
Dizon said New York Post, Yahoo News, it's everywhere. I didn't know that.
Oh, really?
That's a joke or real,
I don't know. He might be.
Well, he said, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So that's true. I mean, these people have a large following, and the lady who is behind it, I'm sure that her intentions began with, let's try to, you know, change this person's perspective, and the way what they're saying is not right, but the way that their group is going around or going through by it is almost counterintuitive, because they're sticking up for not bullying somebody. They they don't like the internet to be filled with bullies, which unfortunately the internet is, because a lot of the people, even you guys in this comment section, obviously aren't bullies, but if it's not your full name, I don't know who you are. And we've actually talked about that, because Mr. Bifrost, I've got a package sitting here on the desk for you with your address on it, but I can't send it to Canada unless I have your full name. And so that's a really good way of pointing out that there are so many people on these forums and these chatbots that don't show their real name, and on Instagram, and so you don't know who is being the bully. But what you end up is if you become the bully trying to stop bullies, then where does that two rights make a wrong? Is where are you? So it's a very slippery slope when you come to the defense of what you find is right and wrong, and you use what is wrong to try to right what you're doing. Does that make sense? I might have to have a Venn diagram or like a.
And it's tough when you make a statement maybe like that, directed at that one specific individual too.
Yeah. And again, we're kind of getting convoluted, but what the Team USA girl had said was definitely distasteful and out of not really the right platform, nor was it, I think it was definitely not in good taste. And definitely
just unnecessary.
Yeah, it's unnecessary, right?
There's just no need.
There's no need no need. No matter what your beliefs are, you can keep it to yourself and your group of friends.
Yeah,
and but even then, it was like, we don't condone that. Like, that wasn't cool at all. And I believe that there was good due time and there was an ability for her to right the wrongs and say, hey, look, this was, you're right, was in bad taste. I apologize for this, that, and the other thing. But to be against that and then attack an individual's place of work that has nothing to do with the girl in the situation, it's like, I think someone brought up a good analogy. It's like if James Harden is a flat earth guy or Kyrie Irving, I think, that doesn't, if I disagree with that, and I'm very, very, very 99% sure based on the scientific facts that are proven that is not true. Yeah. And they're constantly pushing that agenda or that misinformation. That doesn't mean that I need to go and have a problem with the NBA. Yeah. Right? It's not the NBA's fault. They're like, hey man, dude, this is too much. This is not our fight. Yeah. And it's also not right to go after James Harden's family and the person, like the shopping mall that he shops at. Yeah. And every piece of articles, clothing and sponsor saying, like, you attacking them. Yeah. So I think, but then also too, like, if that's, in that hypothetical situation, it's not that bad if that's his opinion, but like, say for instance, if it went further where James Harden was attacking people for their non-belief, like calling them idiots or whatever it is, that's when I think it becomes more of an issue, like this situation too. And I don't know, I hope that it is a learning it's a learning curve, and I hope that people are receptive to what's going on both sides, right? Yeah. Again, I don't want to be attacked because I know I'm affiliated with Team USA, and I don't think it would be fair. I don't want my fiance and Sloan to be attacked, and that's kind of what this group is doing. You don't want people to make fun of you for wearing New Balances to dinner? Yeah, I mean, I can take it, but yeah, come on, man. New Balances to dinner are okay. Just don't don't yell at Camille. Because I'm wearing New Balances. You guys are all getting. I don't like your daughter because you wear New Balances to dinner. Exactly. So she's not allowed here. Yeah. She's not allowed to eat here. Oh, you're wearing New Balances? She's not allowed to have that high chair. As a matter of fact, can you guys please exit the restaurant? And then you're like, why? Can I stay? Nope. Yeah. And if your mom ever comes down, she's not welcome. Yeah. So Maui Rockstar. So this is feels like it's a little different. This was a bullying act versus an opinion act. Yeah. It's kind of fair. It was. I would say could be taken as sort of bullying in a sense. Yeah, it is. It is, absolutely. There's no doubt. There's no doubt at all. So, yeah, there's a lot of ways to look at this, and yeah. God damn it. Not very noticeable. Okay, cool. Yeah. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. So with all that said, we want to show our support for Team USA. Again, Anthony, just so if anybody is unfamiliar with how Team USA is run and what's going on, the whole process, it starts with the combine, the national combine. If you attend the national combine, that is where we have created we've cultivated a pretty cool metric system. Yeah, system to showcase your talents based on several different factors that we found are important to paintball. Breakout shooting, running and shooting, playing the snake, snap shooting, team exercises, one-on-ones, all this sort of stuff. And we compile these metrics and we put them all into a pretty epic spreadsheet, and you get graded based on that. And then we put you into a tournament setting, and then based on all of your playing abilities, you get graded, and then we choose a team. And we choose the team based on who we feel is going to represent the USA in the best manner, and who we feel is the best player in those positions. There are no psych evaluations. Yeah. We don't ask what your political or religious affiliations are, nor is it our business. Yeah. But I feel like, and this is all done on the backs of Anthony Vitale and Lori Miller. And so it's just a two-man show. There's no human resources. There's no public. Oh my goodness. There's no, God, put user in timeout. Jesus. And then you get people like that. So, all right. Hide this user. Apologize for that. And there we go. Oh, geez. We're on it, guys. Sorry. But yeah, someone just created an account, renamed themselves to troll, and just decides to do something like that. So, and just like that, we go to hate speech and graphic violence, and their content's been removed. So, sorry guys, looks like we struck a chord, and just like that, and we've taken care of it on the back end there. I apologize. Where I forgot, I just kind of lost my train of thought. I felt like I was on a good one too.
Yeah,
I was on a good one.
Aggressive one.
So yeah, back to the Team USA thing.
The first ban.
Yeah, first ban.
Some of you guys have gotten put in timeout.
Some people. Let's hold
that
on.
was the first
ban.
Air horn ban.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just got an air horn for the ban.
Yeah.
And so Lori and Anthony, along with the parents of all the players, and if the players are over 18, most of them are funding themselves. So that's how Team USA is funded and run. And your guys's either donations or you guys buying the merch. I believe there's a bunch of stuff on TeamUSAPaintball.com that you guys can buy the jerseys. The jerseys are really cool. There's a USA jersey. There's actually a camo jersey that Anthony actually just sent me a picture of, and I promised I was going to show it, and I almost forgot. So let me put that up there. But there's a bunch of really cool stuff that you guys can get to support that, and that's why also to show our appreciation for what Anthony and them do, we are going to be giving away proceeds from, let me see if I can even find, I think I sent it to here. Proceeds from the donations of today's show to Team USA, and everybody who donates is going to be you can put $5, $1, $10, $1 million, if they allow you to do that. Whatever you guys want to donate, you can chuck in there, and everybody who does donate will be in a raffle to win this Tyler Harmon jersey. So that's how. So thank you, Tyler Harmon, for donating the jersey, and thank you, San Diego Dynasty, for also donating the jersey. But that's going to go, proceeds are going to go to help Team USA and all the kids and the girls and everybody get to the event in a couple of weeks. Oh boy. He's back. I don't know how he's still in here.
I think you got to ban him.
I tried banning him. Report. Put user in timeout.
But that only puts him
in timeout for a little bit. Should I add him as a moderator? Let's see here. There we go. Yeah. Well, thank you, Troll, for jumping in there and putting some very colorful language in the chat box that we can see. Only we can see. And his profile's scary too. Well, he's a really spooky guy.
Well, this is bizarre to me. You guys, sometimes there's stuff in here written that it makes me approve that's not even bad, but it just fully puts that out there.
See, he's back in there.
Wow. He's hacking the system.
Yeah. So you guys seeing his stuff? All right, shout out to Jonas. Thank you very Jonas. I'm going to put your name on here. On there as well, and Mr. Michael Cruz. All right, so without further ado, I am going to jump over to Jesus, copy and paste, huh? Hey, can anybody? And this is funny, actually. I'm glad that he's writing all that. Can you guys see all this?
Yeah, they can see it.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, Earl! Shout out to my man Earl Flores.
We might have to
hide this user.
Might have to turn the chat off for a little bit.
He's still here running. Yeah, we might have to turn. Troll has been hidden by Mr. Ryan Greenspan. All right, so sorry about this, guys. I appreciate that. Let's just not let any of this ruin anybody's fun. And don't be offended by what one person says. This is a great test. This is a great test. Where's that? All right, so let me jump over here really quickly, and I'm gonna grab this right here. yeah, if you guys all want to report him as well, that's also another great way to do this. Shout out to, oh man, he's back again.
He's going.
He's pretty good at this. Report. It's not working. So I don't want to have to
He's
hide.
got cheat codes.
He's got cheat codes. Shout out to Jesus. So thank you guys all for your donations right now. Let me jump
What
over
I was
here.
gonna say
Yeah,
too about that Team USA thing as well is that, you know, I think you have, as soon as you become part of an organization, you know, whether that's any team or especially like a more prestigious organization like Team USA, then you really have to, you know, understand that you're representing another organization or business company. So then, you know, anything that you say also is a reflection towards that team, which can make, you know, make what you say even a little bit more highlighted or intense. So I think that is another situation where it gets pretty tricky. You know, if you're not, you know, if you're just your own person out there speaking by yourself and you have no ties to anyone, you know, I think you have a little bit, I don't want to say more leeway or that it should be said, but you know, we were talking about this last night, like as any pro organization, like at what point does it become a distraction for like what the team's trying to represent or the organization?
Yeah, that's important, right? So that was a big thing because the timing of all this just happened to go on right when they were going to practice.
Yeah,
right.
Or like what we're talking about when the Patriots tried to pick up Antonio Brown, and he got accused allegedly of like sexual harassment. I forget what it exactly was. And I don't even think I don't think he was proven guilty for that. But Patriots still got rid of him because they didn't want to deal with
it's the exactly the media.
Yeah, so you don't, you know, just if you're happy with your with your organization, then
I'm trying to. Sorry guys, I'm trying to hold on. This guy's good. I will say for him. Bravo on being able to actually. I've never had to block anybody, so maybe I'm probably doing it wrong. But
it's impressive.
He's on timeout for only 5 minutes, so we'll see what happens here.
I might just have to close the chat.
I know. I don't want to change chat. I've tried to. I've blocked him. I've done all that stuff. Oh my God, he's back in here.
I know.
Wow, dude, he is good. Bravo. I will give you
it's
props.
funny.
I think he's got a bunch of different account names. No, it's the same one.
Yeah.
So bravo. I'm excited that we have a big fan like that. Yeah, I'm gonna close the chat. Sorry guys, I apologize for that. And then, but I don't really know how to close the chat. Let's see. Where do you think you close the chat from?
The sidebar on there?
No, it says participants. Nope. So give me a second here. Thanks, Dawn. Pop out chat, toggle timestamps. No, that's not right. There's no way for me to add stream member, create highlight video. Uh-oh, we got another one. Dude.
Wow.
Bravo for all of these trolls jumping in here. I feel like we're doing something right when you start getting fans or anti-fans. Yeah. So he must miss every Hormesis drop. Trying to get our new friends our guests here. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them. Here we go. All right. So we've got both of our guests here. So let's just, while I fumble around, I remember how I said earlier, I was like, man, I'm getting really good at this computer thing.
Yeah.
You know, we got this whole setup here. I just don't know how to stop chats. We got participants, toggles. So we're about 1 second away from getting our guests. You want to give a little box so we can put them up on the platform here? And then
let me figure out how to do this for you.
Shout out to Mr. Blaine Hamner. Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Ryan Fitzgerald. Give me, I know you said you gave me your address. I looked for it and I couldn't find it. Please send it to me again. I looked for our chat on Instagram and I could not find your address. I couldn't find our chat actually. So
do you have this?
Enable live chat settings. So I don't know. Look at us. We are just rookies.
Go back, cancel.
Customization, live chat. All right, guys, live chat is off, I believe. Do you have moderate? Oh, there we go.
Let's see.
Sorry, Dizon. I saw you on there. But do you have moderators? They can stop spam. So Alex is a moderator, or sorry, Kyle's a moderator. I'm a moderator. But every time that we go in there and hit them with a stop or a block, they're doing something.
Obviously, he's got some cheat codes because it's not even, it's allowing that word to be put in the chat. And
and that's the other thing is
usually it blocks it even if someone says police or something.
Yeah, like, YouTube will automatically scrub the message board and put something in that says, that'll pop up and say, this is for your review.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So for instance, Dizon said, hey, what a prick. And I had to approve Dizon's message because YouTube thought prick was a bad word. Where you saw Mr. Troll was using some much more colorful language. And with that being said, Dizon, so we actually not only report him, we blocked him, we also put him on timeout. We did all that. And then even after it said he's been on timeout, immediately popped up and hit us with a 5-pack of bad words.
He started going with the Harry Potter names.
And now
too,
he's,
like a wizard.
I believe that that he is coming up with the Harry Potter comments. So we'll see what happens here. Yeah, I appreciate it, Gunner. We got everything. The chat is done, so I apologize for him doing that. But I promise we're gonna make it up to you guys here with our two guests. I'm gonna let you. Well, I would say I'm gonna let you guys comment and guess who our guests are. But I guess you can't comment any longer. So now we're gonna have to go ahead and carry the show ourselves. But you know what the great thing is? No, this will be good. This should be good. The great thing about what is going on right now is that the troll or the trolls are either going to have to stick with it and watch the show in its entirety to find out when we put the chat back on, or they're just going to go ahead and bail. But if they do watch it in their entirety, hopefully they end up liking us, because I swear we're good people and everybody here is nice and great. So let me do this really quickly. We're going to start a video here. I am calling our two guests. So everybody who is listening, I want to thank you guys very much. All right, we got Al here, as always. Hold on.
Hey, boys.
Oh, hey, you're looking good. And
hey,
Wanger. Yeah, hold on, guys.
Top of the morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Let me see here. I want to get myself off of here.
I love your high-tech setup, man.
This is something else, isn't it? Well, I don't know how to get rid of me, but
skip you. I haven't seen you. I like to see you.
Okay, well, you're actually not going to see me. You're going to see. Well, you're going to kind of see me.
I'm going to see Spick and Span.
Yeah, you're gonna see all of us. So, well, the light is only blinding me, but we're gonna want to see Oliver as well. So, I want to say, it's gonna see the microphone. We got a new mic. Alex. What do you think of the new mic?
It's in my way. You guys sound the same as usual.
We do.
Do we?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
So you're saying we sound good?
You sound a little bit more whiny than usual.
A little less prepared than usual.
Dude, someone was beating our system.
Yeah, someone was hacking.
I was watching, man. I mean, I know how you guys feel.
He has cheat codes, I think.
Yeah, he's got cheat codes. Can you see that I'm sweating a lot right now? I feel like I was doing this the crew and everybody a disservice here as a moderator.
Well, the first way you know he's a loser is he likes Harry Potter.
Oh, look at this. So we can be on the screen right here.
Wow,
there we go. So you can't see our secret stuff in the background. I want to get rid of this one so we can get Mr. Wangosto here on the full screen. But I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can move these things. Anyway, Oliver,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We need to use this more often. This is way better. You can use these filters.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you look better like that. Is that a chopstick in your nose?
Is this how your guys' business calls go?
Mm-hmm. This is a normal.
Oh,
This
some
is
hot bands.
this is the Hormesis business model.
Dude, the gang's back together, Ren.
I know. It's you, you, Oliver, and the microphone.
Yeah, let's get him, Oliver.
Let's get them. You guys what do you guys want to do? You want to play some Monopoly?
Dang, Yosh looks so young. Yosh looks different with you, right?
Yeah, Yosh is looking great.
Yeah, Yosh is looking fit, man. Is he on Team USA?
Yeah, Yosh is on Team USA. Let's get another little block. Oh, here, I can put it on this thing.
Is that Lyle Yosh?
Yeah, that's Lyle Yosh right there. Oh, we got a book. We got books. We're learned. Well, we got we don't have any comments right now because I'm sure that a lot of people would love to pick your guys' brains and talk to you. I appreciate Oliver. I mean, Alex is a shoo-in for the show every time, so we don't really even need to thank him anymore. We just need to ridicule him when he's not on the show. But
it should be Spick Span and eggs.
Let me get my my troll account back up. Just 1 second.
Let me get onto my other YouTube account real quick.
We all know who that was, though. Seriously.
Scramble. Yeah. Who do you think it was?
It was Randy Smith.
For sure, it's got to be.
Yeah. Right, Kyle?
I don't know.
Good answer.
Nah, he knows it was Bart.
Yeah. Bart's up there.
Yeah.
Where are you, Oliver?
I'm at my house.
He's in paradise, man.
Yeah, paradise. Look at that hair. Can we? Is it in a bun?
Yeah.
I'm glad. That's morning. That's your morning hair, huh?
Yeah, it's straight out of bed.
I like it. Last time I saw you look like a cat lady. That's nice.
This is what normal hair color looks like, right?
Yeah. What? No. You're missing it. You're missing out on the stress of real life that gives you these beautiful grays and the sagging eyes that like Alex.
Myself.
You're cheating yourself out of a.
I'm gonna do it when you guys are like 60.
Mm-hmm. That's when you're gonna join the stress and age group.
That's right.
Yeah.
Go to the
We do a
salon.
headband drop that funds our Botox injections.
Yeah, Botox and hair follicle growth headband drop. You can name each band just 10 different types of, like, we'll name one the crow's feet. Yeah. You could the widow's peak.
Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. What's it called?
Always had a widow's peak though.
What's it called when you lose the hair right here? The dinner plate?
Bald spot.
Rogaine?
No, the dinner plate, I think.
No, that's the Friar Tuck.
The Friar Tuck. That's a good one. Yeah. So I'm glad. I'm kind of bummed that not everybody's able to join in on the chat and give their insight.
We could give it a run maybe. Or
nah, we'll just wait because we know that the troll is actually a big fan. They're just insecure.
So what's happening?
So we have a live stream, which we got about 120 people watching right now, and we have a live chat that for the last 46 episodes, it has been nothing but pleasantry and great conversation, a lot of questions being asked, people meeting each other in there. And on this episode, which struck a chord, which we've named it rightfully the PC Police for politically correct police, because there was a debacle here in the United States involving a USA representative voicing their distasteful opinion on subject matter that is touchy here in the U.S. And anyway, someone decided to jump in and start dropping some colorful language in there, and we couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. So we disabled the chat for a bit. Alex was freaking out. He was like, "Disable the chat! Get rid of the chat! You got to turn it off!"
I was trying to help you, man.
We were trying.
Know, he was being.
You're there calling it colorful language. That's I mean, come on.
What would you? I would just like. Well, I don't know. What?
Inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
I don't think colorful like automatically says that it's like a good thing. I don't even want to touch on it. Like I said, I have to. I'm tiptoeing. I'm tiptoeing very, very lightly on today's episode.
I'm just surprised it beat the YouTube's algorithms because we have to approve a lot of comments.
And let's talk about paintball.
All right, let's do.
Let's talk about paintball. Oliver, I saw that you were on the Dynasty roster for Philly. Why didn't you show up?
Oh, well, because, yeah, you guys didn't buy me a ticket.
That's all we need to do?
That's a great answer.
Yeah, first class.
No. First class Emirates, and I need to have 5 stopovers.
Honestly, though, Oliver, if you came back, like, say you came back totally cold, no practice, just right into the tournament, how do you think you'd do?
I think I'd do pretty good.
I think so, too.
I do, too.
I think the first, few points would be weird, and then it would be good.
Yeah.
You'd like it now. The refs are much better than when you left.
Oh, man, that's all that really matters.
Yeah.
I know.
I actually retired because of the ref.
There's I think there's only one ref that's still around. And CJ said that he'll welcome you back with open arms.
And they give
CJ's still there.
I'm joking.
They give A-Rod all your penalties now.
Yeah.
So you'll be fine.
So yeah, you should so Alex, we need to get him a plane ticket.
Emirates. First class.
Emirates first class, not business. You need the suite up there.
Yeah, I want
that'd
the
be-
seat right behind the cockpit, right behind the pilot.
The person behind you keeps hitting their button and going, excuse me, it smells like herbs and oil back here. Is there a way to turn the vents off or get a different scent in the room? Herbs, oil, and...
That's the land of herbs and oil, man.
Yeah.
That's true.
Whoever spilled the patchouli oil, please press your call button now.
I was on a plane the other day and this lady had a cat and it got released and it was just crawling all over the plane underneath the seats.
Yeah,
That's enough, Kyle. Go back to bed, Kyle. Kyle, you are looking spry today, though. I will say. What did you do?
I went to the field yesterday and did a pretty hard drill workout day with Mouse. So I'm feeling good.
All right. Did you do any coin duels with Mouse?
No, we just did like a high intensity drill kind of obstacle course thing.
Dude, you guys are so lame.
Dude, Brandon Cornell played us the other day. I did get a silver coin. This
Nice.
14-year-old girl challenged me.
Yeah, I met her at ICC.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
job, dude.
Yeah.
Way to
I didn't want
step up.
Oliver. You'd like this story. So
You'd like this story.
this 14-year-old girl challenged me at this summer camp we were doing the other day, and I was like, man, she's like very new, very green to paintball. And I talked to Nick Laval, and I'm like, do I just give her back the coin? He's like, no, this is why I told her to challenge you, because I knew you were gonna be soft. So I just went out there and beat her really quick.
Bonus Balder.
But she didn't want to play Nick Laval.
Yeah.
Nick Laval sets you up, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
She probably went to challenge Nick Laval, and he's like, no.
Dude, the interesting thing about that is I met her at ICC, and she was just stoked.
Really?
She's like,
Yeah.
I played Kyle. I'm like, dude, that's awesome. Either way, it was a win.
Yeah.
That's a win, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
But Brandon Mouse and I went out to do one-on-ones before the last tournament, and Brandon mopped us up, and I was like, I'm just going to give you a coin because you dominated us. And he's like, no, I don't want to take it. I'm like, come on, you just take it. You beat us like 6 in a row, both.
Yeah, don't play Brandon Cornell in a one-on-one. Well, Alex did.
Whatever. Brandon Cornell.
Brandon Cornell's like 30 now, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
like
still young.
85. Yeah.
Still, he was like 12. Now he's got to be.
He has like 80 feet of piano wire holding his shoulders together.
Yeah, Oliver, that's what happens when you're gone for 10 years is the people that were 12 are now 22 or 18 or now 28. Yeah, people grow up.
Yeah, A-Rod's
Here's
30.
what I realized. After going to
Make
ICC,
babies.
People make
after
babies.
going to ICC, these old guys that, were the old guys when we were young kids that are still playing are still really good.
Yeah.
So, dude, Adam Gardner, he gets in there. I mean, he only brings 2 pods, but I mean, he's jumping over the snake. He's doing it all. He's doing somersaults. As long as you stay healthy and fresh, he's 55, baby. I mean, we got 15 years left.
Yeah, he jumped over.
Dude, Ryan, we're only halfway in, dude.
I know. I'm ready. Let's not tell Camille that I still have another 12 years to go, because that's not going to go over well. That's definitely not going to go over well. I'll tell you that right now.
Isn't she on the door, like listening?
She's actually might have been that troll account. No, she wouldn't. No, she's in there watching Sloan counting down the minutes. And in about 15 minutes is when she unleashes Sloan.
It's like when you
into
take
the wild.
the gate off the bull. The bull.
Yeah, the bull. Like when you're running with the bulls, it's like Sloan comes in here and starts shouting. Camille's like, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. It's time to hang it up, guys. You know, like it's a surprise that we're gonna talk a long time. You know, sometimes because we got to give stuff away. We got to get to the nitty gritty.
Ryan,
Yeah.
What do you miss most about Oliver on the team? Not a joke.
Not a joke. I like. Aside from him teaming up, actually, I think that he always brought it out the worst in you against me. There's never been anybody as rude to me in my entire life than Alex Fragi, only when Oliver was around, because he knew that Oliver had his back.
So you think Oliver and Bullpen?
Maybe it just
you miss.
He was like your bodyguard.
He's like your can of spinach.
So you miss Alex being really mean to you. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, he just has no balls anymore.
No, Alex still chirpy.
I miss Oliver getting everybody excited and inspiring everybody around him. I think that's one thing I know for a fact that that's one thing that everybody can always say that Oliver's able to do is bring everybody up together and inspire. When I start talking to try to get everybody excited, I feel like I'm just gibbering and like slop is coming out of my mouth. Oliver literally can say words that aren't even in the English language or don't have any relevance to us and create a sentence, but it gets people fired up and it gets you, and you just at least, the word closely resembles to what the correct word would have been, but it sounds so good coming out of your mouth that everybody believes. Mm-hmm. There aren't many people that can do that. No. I don't know anybody else that can do that.
How about you, Oliver? What do you miss most about being on the team, and specifically about Ryan? or playing paintball?
Well, that's a two-part question.
We want to know what you miss about playing paintball also. I think that's an important one.
I just really miss that moment, like where everything comes together at one point, probably like semifinals, where everybody's like just all friends and you're all on the same team and everything that happened is like over and you're like in it, it's like probably what it feels like right now with Camille, you guys are in it, it's like you guys are deep.
Yeah, we're in the quarterfinals right now. We're in the ochos.
So it's like that moment where you just don't even have to talk anymore and like it just all makes sense and you like look at each other and it's like it's super good. I miss that. Yeah. And everybody has your back, and everybody's like, it's like despite all the bullshit, despite all the whatever has happened, you're just like so solid with each other. And that's like a really rare feeling that you don't get anymore when you don't play sports or you don't really have super close friends, Sure. Actually, probably most people never get that feeling, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I mean that. And that's actually something we touched on about one of the big things about paintball in general. It's like that type of feeling isn't had in a lot of times in your normal life, time to time, but you can build that, especially here. Sure.
So are we actually on, or are we just all talking to each other?
We're live right now. Actually, I can see about bringing up the live chat and see if anybody and just see what happens here.
We'll do it.
What I miss about Ryan the most.
Just leave it on that, anyone, and if you go back to...
Yeah, here, what I'll do is I'll just make it so only the members can chime in.
Ooh, is this like OnlyFans now?
I was watching...
very similar, actually.
I was watching old tournament videos last night, and it was 2002 LA Open, and it was a tournament, Oliver, where you like dissected the SC Ironman like up the middle and just murdered him. But it was another game in the finals where Oliver, you made a great move, and I didn't realize like until now watching those old videos how much you kind of changed the pace of 10-man. Like with 10 guys alive, you would go or 7 to 10 guys alive, you would go make a move and like. It's like a move that would be made like in a late game situation now, but there's like 7 guys out there, right? So it's a way more complex thing. And really the whole game kind of sped up after that. That's that kind of style that, we created kind of took hold. People had to catch up with us. But anyway, there was a game in the finals there against Bob's guys, and Oliver, you made a move and like crushed it through the center. And then the game kind of went to shit. And then Ryan, Ryan, you cleaned up the mess, right? Like, those are the moments, like, I missed, right? Like, it was like...
That was my job. That was my job with Oliver. Clean up the mess.
That's the one thing I miss about Ryan, to answer your question, was when Ryan did that. Yeah, that was always, like, he could be the littlest prick ever, always. And then just, like, one game come up and just clean it all up and look super suave and, like... Not even a flick of paint on him, and just like really clean and just like
white headband like reflecting the sun.
Yeah, with the gleaming white headband.
They said I was the architect, but I think it's more I was the I'm the
surgeon.
The janitor. I'm not the architect. It's not the architect and the artist. It's the artist and the janitor that cleans up all the paint off the ground and you're done painting.
No, it's like it's the guy at the whack-off booths, the mop boy.
Yeah, or him. That's me. Then that means you're the other guy.
The mess maker.
You're the mess maker.
Or the painter.
I'm the quarter man. I'm the quarters in.
Right.
So I will remind you that
this is like the PC show, like the fan, like, yeah, you just, dude, you blew it today, Ren.
Yeah, I know. This is the PC show. We're really hitting home on the politically correctness. I love it.
I'm
though.
just confused because I thought we were just having a conversation. I didn't know anybody's actually listening.
No, not many people listen to not really anybody listens to me. At least you two don't. And then I don't listen to what you guys say. And so yeah, pretty much if you do that math, then there's only a couple of 1,000 people out there that might listen to Kyle.
Kyle, do you listen to Ryan? Who listens to Ryan? Does anybody on the show? Does Camille listen to Ryan?
I listen to Ryan for about an hour and a half a week on Mondays. around this time.
Ryan had to make a baby just to have somebody listen to him, huh?
Yeah, and Sloan does not
still difficult a little bit, huh?
Yeah. If that's true. She's not always listening to me.
No,
Sloan, we're not going to jump on the trampoline. We have to eat breakfast. Bounce? No. Trampoline?
So, Ryan, that's a failure. You gotta think about that before you say something to a child, because what she hears is jump and trampoline. So like if Alice is standing on the table, I don't say don't stand on the table, because she hears stand and table in the same sentence.
Right. No. I get it.
Sit in the chair.
I was just trying to paint. I was just trying to paint a better picture for you as to what the conversation.
Get it together, man.
Yeah. It's maybe I just say we got to eat breakfast. All right, pal.
Dude, that's why I'm coming in at 60 to have a kid. You guys are gonna have it all figured out. You're gonna have the neuro-linguistic programming. You're gonna tell me exactly what to do. Hey, Oliver, it's like I'm gonna get the guidebook,
All right. Well, you heard it there. That means that when Oliver turns 60, which is in about 21 years, you're gonna start listening to me.
No, he's gonna have, yeah. You're gonna be like, Ryan, help me pick him up. You remember where I parked my car?
I will say though, Ryan, man, you came in best dad of the year, man. No offense, Alex, but Ryan's just like, who would have thought that Ryan would have been a good dad? Jesus, I knew Alex was going to be a good dad, but like Ryan, a good dad.
I witnessed
We could have
Ryan
never
like
bet on that.
get in fights with 7-year-olds like in a sandbox when he was a grown man.
Yeah, totally. I don't know how you did it, but you did it, and it was a good job. And I don't know, maybe it has those primal things had to come through, but you did it. So
There was one kid in a pool in England right after I got laser eye surgery that shot water in my eyes, and in a panic as I was trying to keep my eyeball together, I splashed water in his face and he cried. You guys said I hit him. It was a debacle, but you guys are blowing this out of proportion.
Also in Hawaii, in the ocean, you spit Hawaiian kid's face.
No, the Hawaiian kid spit on me.
So he spit back.
I didn't spit back.
Whatever, we had to get out of the water and run. You know, like we were like grown men. He was a little kid. We ran away from him.
Well, let's talk about that actually, because that was one of the last trips we had. One of the best trips that we had as Iron Kids was that Hawaii trip, and that's something that which is kind of cool that the Iron Kids are still relevant to a certain extent. Like most of the people who are in this chat, most of the people that are tuned in, know what the Iron Kids are. And that's something that you guys, the two of you guys, have brought together and wanted to do a cool little project with both your Hormesis power as well as doing some other cool stuff along the lines of that. So what do you guys think? Want to explain a little bit about what you got cooking?
What we got cooking? Well,
or the process even too. I think maybe
just wanted to remind everybody that I lost my virginity on that trip, so it's a very memorable trip in Hawaii.
Yeah, you got the tongue pierced first, though.
I got my tongue pierced. We used fake IDs, and then we watched a girl get her nipples pierced, and then I lost my virginity to her.
And this was like
epic.
Did we use fake ID? Did you use a fake ID so you could get a tongue pierce?
Yeah, and we took second in the tournament. It was like such a success. Like we would have been so angry if, like any other time if we took second, but for some reason we were happy with second that time.
It was the only time we won every other tournament, and we reffed the 10-man and we got second in the 5-man.
Yeah,
but yeah, who did we lose to? Like Fatal Swoop or something?
It was Little John.
Yeah,
Little John was on the team.
Only to Little John.
It was 100% to him.
This was in the 1980s.
Yeah, it was in 1943. Just things had just it was a little hot out there.
The Nina and Santa Maria, the Pinta had just arrived.
The Allies had just taken the beach at Normandy. We were in Hawaii playing a 5-man.
That's actually how you send the headbands over here, huh?
Yeah.
On a pirate ship.
No, it's kind of interesting though how the phenomenon has occurred, because I think it was Skinny Kevin was working at JT at the time, and he was on the Iron Kids, and he had full access to the printer, and at that time they did these vinyl printers, the vinyl printing for the jerseys, and so I think he made a few of us Iron Kids headbands, right? Like I know I had one, I know Alex had one. I don't know if you even got one, Ryan. Did you get one?
I think I did. I do believe that I had one, but I wasn't as cool. I wasn't as cool as you guys. So usually you didn't share with the cool stuff. You guys probably took 2
you
each
weren't as cool
or 3
you
each.
weren't as good.
I wasn't as good.
No, it's because you wore the white bandana, man. That's why. It's just you couldn't Iron Kids on the white bandana.
I saw a cool sandana that I was wearing in a video, because Alex has been showing me a bunch of old clips of us playing.
You were against the head wraps at one point.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't want to conform to your guys' thing. Your system of head wraps.
But he did look cool. He did look really cool in the head wrap.
I wore a head wrap two times, I think, in my career. Once was back then, and then I just wore one out in the woods at ICC, and everybody who saw me said I looked super weird.
Did you see that that collage of photos that I posted on my story the other day of Ryan in high school?
No.
Oh, with the puka shells. Yeah, that was that same time period.
I gotta pull it up.
Dude, they don't need to show them. They already know.
We lived it, baby.
They lived it.
The tips and the puka shells. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they all bleached their hair afterwards.
We had to stop angry mobs of people trying to beat Ryan up, man. Trust me, we lived it.
And then girls thinking he was Justin Timberlake.
I don't know if you guys can see that.
No,
Oh wait, it's the back. Oh, it's the back.
Nope, it's the front.
No, that's good. That's good. We saw it. I saw
Yeah,
it.
they
But so
show it to them.
anyways, to go on with the story, Kevin made a few of those, and it, we kind of, it was like a special thing that only a few of us wore and had, and then obviously it kind of became a thing, and we didn't even know it, and then now fast forward all this time, now we're kind of re-releasing these Iron Kids headbands, and people are really loving them, and it's giving new life to the Iron Kids, to us, and obviously we're speaking about it now on the show, and it's brought us together again, and Alex and I have been working closely on this, and we talk pretty much every day, which is probably my favorite thing about this whole project, and we've really kind of started to create it and look at it like an art project. So every time we can do anything cool, we're gonna do it. And so we have lots of cool ideas, and now we have some capital to do it. So the idea now is to make some Iron Kids headbands with limited jerseys from the same exact replica jerseys from that era. So remember, Ryan, we had the Vegas one was white and brown.
It was bone. It was bone. I know you.
Bone,
yeah. I'm still gonna hold steady on the fact that the jerseys that I had made for the desert was a perfect color, and it wasn't white.
Yeah.
It was bone, same color as the brush.
I think that might have been the best thing you've ever done. Was
Well,
make that bone.
I'm glad that it took you. I'm glad that it took you about 22 years to admit that. But I don't. That was our very first Iron Kids event, and I was in charge of making the jerseys for that one. And I guess you guys didn't
He's
think
like,
that
let's see what's gonna look good with my puka shells.
Yeah. You guys
But
definitely
you
did
do
not
good on
like.
that.
So best things,
So-
bone colored jerseys, and then Sloan. Best things you've created.
That's created, yeah.
No,
according to
maybe
Oliver.
Sloan and then bone color jerseys.
Okay,
but
okay. Sloan
either way,
first, and then
they're
bone.
both up there.
Okay.
And so we're gonna re-release a few of these jerseys from those events, but instead of having all the debunked sponsors on them, it's got all our signatures. So it's a pretty cool memento, and we're gonna try to raise some money, and then we're gonna bring the band back together and make a little documentary about the story, the meaning, about kind of what it really means to be an Iron Kid. And that's a question that I'm going to ask you also, Ryan, is what does it mean to be an Iron Kid? Because it's kind of like living. And even Kyle in a weird way is an Iron Kid. Everybody's kind of an Iron Kid who's been around us, it's a kind of a way of life. Yeah. And it was funny, yesterday Alex and I were talking, and I was watching the what is it called? The movie Big, and or the clip from Big with the Zoltar. And it was where he wants to be big, and it just kind of reminded me of this process. Now all of a sudden I'm big, but we're doing this project about when we were kids, so it's kind of this interesting parallel, and yeah, so that's the plan.
Yeah, I love that movie. I watched that movie a lot. My mom and I actually, we have a little piano for Sloan that's on the floor that she can dance on, just like in the movie. It's not as big, and she's not as creative with it as Tom Hanks was, but we're getting there. Yeah, chopsticks, dancing chopsticks. We tried to go to FAO Shorts when we were in New York the other in what was it, a couple months back, because I wanted to. Camille had no clue what the movie was about or any of that any of those scenes, but it was playing in my mind.
Yeah, well, it's a cool thing. We're trying to tell the story, and it's a story that hasn't been told. And I think it's an important story to understand where Dynasty came from, and where the individuals that maybe were on the Iron Kids that didn't play on Dynasty or only played on Dynasty temporarily, where they went. And I feel like a lot of people that came out of there were very successful because, the Iron Kids experience kind of taught us that, you could do it by yourself with your friends. Mm-hmm. You didn't have to go and get on, some other team with people that you thought were better. You actually, there was a way to do it together. And it really drove in the confidence individually that, you're worth something and you can make shit happen yourself. And and that was the beginning of all of that stuff. And people looked at us and said, "What are you doing? You can't do that." And we're like, "Oh, yeah, we will." And we did it, and did it our way, and then it kind of, I feel like it inspired a whole generation of paintball players or young paintball players to do the same thing. And
well, also it created, in a sense, it created dynasty. The Iron Kids was
Mhm.
it transformed into dynasty, and dynasty is what dynasty is. It's incredible what's happened with dynasty, and I don't think that'll ever be done again. So, but there is a possibility of it, which means a couple kids get together, build it, and create it, and possibly you can go on a run for the next 20, 30 years, or maybe 50 years if
With science.
with the approval of the
it's
wives.
it's an interesting story in the sense of like what this goodness can happen when people come together and believe in each other, and so I think that there's another documentary and that's going to move into dynasty, and so this will be kind of a segue into the dynasty story, which will be a much bigger, vaster topic and much more professional. I never made a documentary film, so this is our first run. Why not? Let's see what we can do with what we got. So we're going to use the headband money from this release. We're going to do 300 headbands and shirts, and we're going to, Alex is going to drop them in different ways, because it's always kind of a thing for Hormesis is like, how are we going to get these to the people, because there's a limited amount and there's a large amount of people that want them. So we try to get creative every time on how we release them. And there is no way that's better or worse, but some people obviously are unhappy if they don't get one. So we're going to release them in different ways so that everybody has a possibility of possibly getting one. Yeah. Or not everybody, but if you want one, you're going to be able to get one in some way.
Awesome.
Yeah, I love how you guys have been good. Really creative with getting the bands out to everybody, because I know that was a big thing in the beginning. You guys created something and it was such a big it was received so well and everybody is going crazy for them, and there were people out there that were like, man, I've genuinely been trying to get these headbands, and you guys had been, I know, talking to Alex all the time, having to deal with the different ways and having to get bands to people, right? Because some people felt there was jaded to do this, so you guys got really creative with your launches, your drops, making like special codes. You have to watch this, you have to solve this riddle, and it makes it really fun, right? It makes it an adventure. And then obviously we've talked forever about packaging and just the experience of opening something and like seeing everything that goes with it, the story that you guys have created that goes and is wrapped into every single headband in the sweatshop that you guys have with Alex's sister at the helm. The Fragi family sweatshop. But it's pretty spectacular, and even just the whole idea of how you guys are making this I guess environmentally conscious creation out there of like, I think it's rad, like the process of the dyeing the headbands and all that stuff is really cool, and it's it opens people's eyes into the process and the experience, so everybody lives it. And that's what everybody who says that I talk to who has a headband, they're like, it's like a part of me, it's exciting. So you guys created a really good story.
Oliver, savor this moment, dude. Savor it. Ryan's complimenting us.
Taking it all in, man.
I just beamed it. I beamed it through the internet, up through the sun, into the stratosphere, and it's now coming down.
It's almost as rare as getting an apology from it.
But you hear
That's
that, right?
happened?
If you want to become a master even more of your life, you just need to compliment more people and give them apologies.
That's good advice.
Coming from your roommate.
I spent most of my day apologizing.
Yeah. I mean, I compliment people all the time. They're just not receptive to the words that are coming out of my mouth.
You just don't know how to say
They're
sorry.
just back end.
So
Back end compliments.
yeah, it's a compliment.
Ryan, you're like, I'm sorry you feel bad about what I told you.
I'm sorry that I said that and that didn't make you feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But But Ryan, no, I really appreciate that, and that means a lot. And you know, like when we started this, like obviously we didn't know what we were kind of doing, and but like one thing was for sure, it was like, okay, how can we incorporate Ryan? How can we incorporate Yosh? How can we incorporate people? How can we get people involved and in it and feeling it? And even if it's just, here, can we give you a headband and will you wear it, or maybe will you sell it? Like, it doesn't really matter, but here, we want you, we want you to have one. We want you to be a part of this thing one which way or another. And I think that's kind of the magic is getting everybody involved and everybody somewhat feeling like they're part of this. Even Alex and I were talking about it last night. We're like, let's just open this business and like anybody can have the print and make shirts and do whatever. And, it's like an open source business. And we're like, sure, we don't really care. We just want to sell some headbands to some people every once in a while. If you want to make a shirt, you put it on your jersey, like, we want you to, we don't want to compete with any of these big businesses. We don't want to make loaders. We don't want to make goggles. We're not interested in that. Like, we want to make like a super memento piece that you can wear and that you can feel and that you can love and that you can hold. Maybe you even have a couple that you just keep because you love them so much, and that's what people are doing now. They're becoming really, like, there's collectors and there's people that have them, and like, I'm excited to go look at them again one day and be like, wow, that's what that one looks like. Like, it's kind of amazing phenomenon of how it's happened with the community,
And I actually really loved when I think I forgot when it was, Alex, but you were mentioning how you're like, dude, we're not here to compete with anybody. We want to make everybody grow together, and you reached out to both HK guys, you reached out to Sandana, you're like, dude, let's do a collab. Like, we're not your competitor. Like, we need to realize that we're not in a competition with each other. Obviously, team to team is different, but we're all have the common goal, which is to kind of grow everybody in their ability to want to like have just fun, confidence, play paintball, whatever it is to kind of bring everybody together. And I thought that was really unique, and it catches people off guard, right? And I know that a lot of people were kind of confused at that. Like, wait, what do you mean I make headbands already? What do you mean you want to make a headband with me? Or whatever it is, So.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's we're too small, and we're all in it because we like paintball. So there is a common thread, and I feel like, and we've watched these paintball companies that should have been working together, eat each other to pieces, chew each other down with lawsuits and IP stuff and all this nonsense, and burn up millions and millions of dollars and then end up going out of business. But it would have been much more productive to just, even though the person may appear to be your competitor, you could still work together to improve the overarching situation and grow the technology and get more people involved and make the pie bigger instead of cutting up the existing pie into a bunch of little pieces. So it's just kind of it's that attitude. I mean, that I feel like it would benefit our small industry.
You guys are like Elon Musk sharing the battery patents for his Teslas.
Yeah, we're like Elon Musk, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly
of the headband.
But the one thing that's really cool, and I will say that this is kind of my favorite thing from retiring from the sport, is that I'm so neutral now. Like, I don't have this competitiveness. I'm not competing against somebody. I'm not against somebody on my team. I'm not against a company. It's like I like it all, and I actually can appreciate who does something really great, whether you're a player or you make a great gun or you make whatever it is. Like, I want to appreciate that. And I've realized that in the industry, or every industry, everybody is like, you wear dye or you wear JT, and it's like there's a conflict there. So the cool thing about Hormesis is that whatever, you can use Lux, you can use you can use Eclipse, you can use dye, you can use push, whatever it is, but like, we're all together. It's like we're Switzerland. It's like we're so neutral. It's like, we take everybody in. We love everybody. We don't care where you play. We don't care, what team you're on, how tall you are, whatever it is. It's like, come on in, we're part of this all together. And so it's like it's a beautiful little bridge that's connected everybody in the paintball industry beyond the superficial things and the difficulties of being able to connect, you know?
Yeah.
You know,
That's
Ryan and Kyle, how many clinics have you guys been to where, you know, where you go to a field and there's a rival field close by, and the people at the field you're at are like, yeah, those guys over there are jerks, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like their field. I don't like that guy. He tried to sabotage my tournament. Like, you know, I've seen that so many times. How about you?
Yeah, you know, and I actually see it. Sorry, I actually see it a lot where teams won't come or players won't come because the other organizer won't let them go. Right? They're like, oh, we can't go. We didn't come to the clinic. Or I was like, hey, what happened to, like, isn't there another field nearby? And they're like, yeah, a lot of those guys aren't allowed to play here. And if they come, then they're not allowed to play at the event or whatever it is because of this reason, because it's a different field. So they're not allowed to get better. They're not allowed to better themselves or branch out. And it all comes from a little bit of fear, insecurity, not thinking that the other field's a little better. But we have people like that here in Southern California that are like that. And that's why I commend what Anthony does and Lori do out in Boston, at Boston Paintball. And this, you know, something that Crandall was our original mentor, right? He was like, let's go down and play in these tournaments. Go to this field, do that, like play as much paintball as you want.
And Eric would be like, even though there was a competing field right down the street from him, American Canyon, there was American Canyon in Mare Island. And if you went to Mare Island and you talked about American Canyon, Eric would be like, yeah, go over there and check it out. You know, they got some different features over there. You know, there's different people and stuff. But if you ask the people at American Canyon, they're like, F the people at Mare Island.
Yeah.
You know, it's don't go there, but because they're trying to, you know, it's powered by greed, right? So they want the $20 for that weekend, but instead of, you know, it's okay. You can send the $20, and if the guy likes that field better, okay.
Yeah.
You know, make your field better then.
Sure. It's good competition.
Trying to trash it. Yeah. So whatever. I'm just saying that's the type of stuff that's a bummer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think also that's the cool thing with the coin duel, and what's happening is like we can, you know, now we can bring some more gaps on people that are like want to compete against each other. And like when you go and you play golf, you know, it's like you go to Pebble Beach because Pebble Beach has this type of arena, and then you go to somewhere in Dubai and they've got that type of arena. Like we should be playing different fields all around the world because their field has a specific type of, you know, natural surrounding or different elements that make different types of players, right? So that's why Mare Island was so good, is because it was like a unique field that, you know, it produced a type of player. And then SC Village was a unique field that produced a type of player. And then if you played at all those fields, you would essentially become a hybrid of all these types of fields, right? And you knew how to play them. And I think that's why we got good, you know? And so if you limit yourself to playing in your small myopic world, which is just one field because you've got allies to that field or to those players, you're never really going to go above and out of your comfort zone because you're a master of your little domain there, you know? So it's really important to go and travel and go to different fields and play different people and see how they play, you know? And I think that's the beauty of playing in tournaments, because it's like we've got a California style, but we get to play the Russians, and they got a totally different style. And then you get to play Tampa Bay, and they got a totally different style. You know, so it's like you have to adjust, right? And now most people are only playing people in their little areas. With the coin duel, in the future, it would be so cool if people traveled all over the place to challenge people, you know? It's like, okay, Kyle lives in San Diego. I'm going to go to San Diego, and I'm going to play Kyle. And I'm going to, you know, I'm going to train all weekend, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to challenge him, you know, and I'm going to get that look. You know, it's like it could really be building great players and bridging those gaps and trying and kind of breaking those old paradigms of, you know, these rigid paradigms that we used to have, you know. So, again, Alex is actually making a headband with Sandana that's going to bridge us together and show people like, hey, you know, we can work together.
Yeah,
that's awesome,
and that's for sure important, and that's actually incredibly important with the topic that we were covering today. Is like, you know, there's a way that everybody can work together in a progressive format that can bring people together still, and we can share some different viewpoints or different opinions, but still have a same common goal and get to that goal together, rather than being divided or divisive just because your opinion is different.
Sure.
So, and that is a big thing in paintball, you know, and that's why there's, you know, I always refer, like, there's good guys in paintball and there's not good guys. There's some not good guys in paintball.
Totally.
And I think that's kind of the defining point is what we've just kind of hit on. So, Alex, what were you just doing? Sorry, we have a bunch of people asking. There were a lot of people were sending in their their thoughts of what you may have been doing. But what is that? A cane? Is that a trumpet? A horn?
Oh, I was on mute. Hold on. It's an old-timey car horn. My horn broke on my car, so I have that in case I need to notify somebody.
That's fantastic.
Hey!
You're
In here.
You're still on mute, I think. I think you're still on mute. Everybody thinks that you might have just stepped out to rob a bank. I have to go make a withdrawal. I have to go make a withdrawal really quick.
There you go.
So Oliver, what's the day-to-day out there for the headband process? Are you running around a lot?
Okay, so the day-to-day, yeah, it's been fun because like there's such a time frame that it takes. So it takes time to produce the material, order the material, and then get the material. And then I take that and I take it to a place and I get it, because it's so big, the material. I have to get these really large screens, and then I have to take it there to get printed, and then I got to take it to the tailor, and then so it's like, you know, it's kind of like a 3-step process, 4-step process with packaging it.
Sure.
So it's been kind of fun because it keeps me busy, and I get to travel around Bali, and I get to check things out, and I get to become like a little bit of I search things out more. You know, I go to fabric places, and I do my reconnaissance in that sort of sense. And it's a big world. I'm realizing, like, I'm so tiny in such a big world of material and fabric and pattern and, you know, all these different things. And so,
Hey, Alex, will you turn down the radio?
Or your windows? Maybe roll the windows up.
Sorry, it's my freaking air conditioner. It's hot as shit here. There, that's probably better. Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
So
listen, I will say, man, Oliver, you know, and being involved in that, you know, in intimate of a way, you've been able to really make unique and interesting items that are, you know, usually when you order something, they're like, all right, you got to get it made in this factory, and, you know, we want you to make 700 of them, and, you know, that's how you get a better price, and this and that. But, you know, you're doing it literally, you know, several pieces at a time, just like a designer would do with high fashion. Kyle, you can probably relate to that. So you're literally making each one at a time, right? And that in itself is, you know, it gives meaning to owning one, and
it's like
knowing that was, you know, made with care, and you know, I mean, there's only one.
Sure.
Yeah. The funny thing is like, I don't know if, you know, you believe in this sort of stuff, but like when you look at like a painting from a really amazing painter, you see kind of the soul of the painter on it, right? And there's a word for this, and like even in Japan and China, like when you drink out of a teapot that somebody has had for a long time, right? It's like, they call it like a wabi-sabi, right? And it's kind of got age, and it's got the energy of the person that was drinking it. So the funny thing with the headbands, in a weird magical sense, is like I take them here, I put them in my lap, I drive them on my scooter, I bring them here, I pick them up, I put them in my lap, I drive them on my scooter, and it's like they're around me, and I'm carrying them, and it's not just like a robot picking it up and putting it here. It's like everything gets touched, everything gets felt, everything gets looked at, everything, like each stitching gets picked, each label gets picked. You know, there's so many little tiny details that I think transpose a little bit of like essence into it. And so in a weird way, and then you get it to Alex, and then Alex kind of creates his magic around it, puts it in the box, and makes it really come alive. So not only is the natural material alive, but then you get both of us kind of our hands involved in it, and from the factory to the consumer. I mean, it's just touched by us, and we're making the product and we're putting it together. So there's definitely something pretty cool about that. It's probably what it would have been like when you buy like an old dye barrel, where Dave Youngblood was like honing it, and, putting it together and like looking down the barrel. It's like those ones were probably the best ones,
Yeah, I agree. I remember my old dye barrel. We're still trying to look for the original Iron Kids barrels. Those would be great. Hey, Alex, are you paying a toll or doing some?
No, I lost these freaking keys that I need. I've got fucking melting chocolate, and I've got a fucking problem.
You look. I can see the sweat stains on your chest. It looks like. It sounds like you were looking for some coins. Whatever microphone you have on your phone trumps everything that we have, because I can hear you picking your nails right now.
I literally fucking myself here.
Oliver, what time is it? Someone asked. Well, we've got a bunch of people commenting in here that are obviously incredibly excited about everything that you guys or we do. Saying like Hormesis is a spiritual movement. Oliver's bringing peace to the paintball masses. One of the guys, Curtis, had said that you guys in a whole had made him feel like he was part of the paintball world. Hey, Alex, you wanna hang out for a second here?
Fuck. I'll mute it.
Yeah.
I think he just reversed the camera.
Yeah. He's getting old. But a lot of people are really stoked on everything, about how talking about the different ways that fields work with each other, and a lot of the guys said that they would love some more videos on the process. It's just something else that's so real that they don't get a behind the scenes with anywhere else.
Actually, that's something we have a little process video on the Instagram, but actually it's kind of cool, and you'll like this, Ryan. So like there's this process, and it's old, and I'm sure you've seen it because you've been to Bali, but like this is old world batik. It's called batik, and what it is like there's a couple different ways of doing it, but the old way, the traditional way, is you actually you have this pen, and then you put wax in the pen, and then you draw on the fabric, right? And then you paint in the lines, and then you kind of get, there's a lot of complexities there, and sometimes you wash it out, and then sometimes you paint over it, and you get these kind of different dimensions, and then you melt the wax. So you put it in hot water, and then the wax comes out, and then you've got this fabric, and it's got these clean lines. So this is like ancient way of doing patternry, yeah? And so we use actually a batik stamp. So I go to this guy, and he makes these batik stamps, and like I just made, and it's kind of Alex has one. There's one on the website. It's like right when you come in, you see Hormesis, and it's like this kind of really medieval looking stamp, and they dip it in wax and they dip it on the fabric. And so I just made Iron Kids batik stamp. Yeah, so there's like this old stamp maker, right? And I go down and see him, and then I was like, "Can you make me this?" So it's kind of funny, and I'm gonna make some batik Iron Kids shirts, just like we had in Hawaii.
Yes.
But we had Old Navy Hawaiian shirts, but now we're almost 40, so we can have some nice batik Iron Kids shirts.
Awesome.
A nice.
And it really is amazing. The stamp is made by hand, and somebody very carefully bends these copper pieces of metal to make them look the way they want. It's quite incredible. It's an art form that I've never seen before, and certainly doesn't exist around here.
Yeah, and what's that shirt, Oliver, that there's a famous brand or a famous type of shirt that all the politicians wear out there, and it's that same type of, like, it's a floral pattern type of shirt, like politicians, high up people.
Yeah.
It's almost like a high-end Tommy Bahama.
Yeah. Well, this is like it was kings. So the kings actually only got to wear the batik, and the kings, and it was like a royal pattern, and so only they were allowed to. But then when that kind of faded away, everybody started to kind of borrow the king's patterns because they all wanted to look regal, you know. And so pretty much, whether you're a politician or you're a taxi driver, you're always wearing one of those patterns.
Nice. Oliver, you need to send Alex with the next headband some tiger snooze. I know he really enjoys the tiger snooze.
Forget it, man. I was ready to go to the hospital. It's like your stupid food challenge.
I said, how long do you think you can hold out for? I think he lasted about 2 minutes.
Yeah, about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta put a little bit of water on it first. You know, it's like a tea bag, and then you can have it. I don't think anybody knows what tiger snooze is. Maybe you can explain it.
It's horrible.
A strong chewing tobacco, Polynesian chewing tobacco that's, I don't know, packs a punch, I guess.
So like,
it's basically like eating a cigar. Imagine eating a cigar.
You definitely feel
only
bit
the Swedish
drunk.
people will know what this. Only the Swedish people will know what the snooze is, unless you've been to Europe and you've hung out with us. Then you might know what snooze is. But the funny thing about Bali is it's kind of this paradise where everybody wants to live in, but they don't really know how to like make it happen. So they kind of just bring whatever they have from their countries here to try to make it work. So like some Swedish guy moved here and was like, "Oh, we don't have snooze. We'll make snooze here." But he made this like snooze that's like
10 times powerful.
Snooze. It's like methamphetamine snooze. You know, it's like you put one in and you just fly. And you're like, what is this?
I remember when I first tried it, I was riding the scooter around, I think after I saw you, and I had to pull the scooter over. I'm like, I can't drive the scooter like this.
Yeah, we got a bunch of people or a handful of people that are here from Scandinavia. So they're
we love this. We love the Scandinavians, don't we? Camille's from Sweden, right?
I don't think so.
She looks Swedish.
She does. She's blonde, tall and blonde. That's usually the MO. But yeah.
So what's up with the USA shirts? Are you guys on the Olympic team?
Well, actually, Team USA is going to compete in Paris for the Nations Cup in the first weekend in September.
So are you going?
No, so it's not the men's pro team. It's just the under 19. So there's a whole program now. There's a women's team, there's a U19 team, there's an under 16 team, and then there's a men's over 40 team, which we are all going to be eligible for next year.
Whoa.
Alex, you want to put it on mute? Sounds like you're driving through a tunnel. No. Classic Frangie, huh?
So you guys don't go to Europe anymore, right?
So next year is when the men's pro team will be eligible, but they really put the kibosh on U.S. pro teams going over there. You're only allowed to have one NXL rostered player on a European team.
So the Europeans have shut down Americans from playing in Europe.
Mm-hmm. But the beauty of it is it's the NXL that's running it over there, so the Americans have shut down Americans playing in Europe, more or less.
Well, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, you know, it is.
They didn't just make it Americans. Like, they gave the Russians the opportunity. The Russians can play whichever pro league that they want, but they can't play the other one.
Oh, that's so cool. So Russian can play in Europe?
No, they can't.
Russian?
Well, they could. They could, but they wouldn't be able to play in the US NXL.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of interesting. I love how we just make rules up every year still in this game, and like we still just can't figure it out.
Well, but that's the beauty of it, right? We got to polish it up.
We'll say paintball. Yeah, we'll say paintball. All right, center flag. Yeah, let's say paintball and center flag. Okay, 5-man. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, coaching. That'll save us. We'll have coaching from the sidelines. That ought to work.
Full automatic.
Yeah. So we'll change the rate of fire. Yeah. Just 200 paintballs. Yeah, that'll save us. That'll do it. It'll all work out now.
We're a beautiful ball of clay that is slowly being molded into something terrific one of these days. But hey,
it does. It takes time.
That TV
it's so weird.
That TV deal's right around the corner.
Yeah, It's so interesting.
Dude, just get your gun, go to the field, have a good time, talk some shit, and that's what it's about.
I like it.
That's pretty much true.
Meet some nice people. That's it.
It's so funny. Like my mom I was just talking with my mom the other day, and she was like so into the Olympics, yeah. And she was like calling me all the time, and she was following skateboarding because I used to skateboard, and she was like in love with watching the skateboarders. And then it's so funny because I remember when I was a kid and I used to skateboard, I had this like dream or this vision or something, and it was like fireworks, and it was in Japan. And then fast forward like, I don't know, 25 years, 30 years, the first skateboarding Olympics is in Japan. And it's like, it just takes time. So you're right. It's like paintball is a ball of clay, and at one point they'll figure it out and it'll be in the Olympics. I don't know how long it'll take, but skateboarding is now in the Olympics.
Just for
like,
context though, impressive. Oliver, you weren't just like a skateboard kid. You were really good at skateboarding. You probably still are.
Until he cut his knee open on our.
You'll blow out your Achilles now. So don't just
until he sliced his knee open on our makeshift half pipe in the backyard of the paintball house.
Oliver and I.
Remember that? Oliver crashed his skateboard and literally had this gash on his knee for an entire paintball season.
Oh man!
And it would
I still have it.
Huh? Dude.
I still have it.
Yeah.
Oliver and I still send each other skateboarding videos back and forth on Instagram pretty regularly.
Yeah, that's all we talk about is skateboarding on Instagram.
Yeah, that's it. It is pretty much the bulk of our conversation.
me and Johnny Perchek.
I saw a really great. It's also just really cool because, like, we're all paralleling these other people in a weird way. But like, I watched this podcast with Rob Dyrdek, and he's exactly like us. You know, like he's doing exactly what we did in a totally different sport. And like, it's just interesting because these guys they're a little bit older than us. Some of them are the same age, and they're amazing. And it's like listening to his conversation was like talking to Alex or talking to you, Ryan. It was like the same sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Sure, he's multimillionaire, but you know.
Alex can barely find his keys and get his AC to work. But we're right there. What do you Oh, that's the Bronco. There it is.
Oh my God, that's my dream car, man.
I expect you to drive that thing down. Alex, you're still on mute, buddy. So, just for context, everybody, he's showing us his late father's Bronco. That when we met Alex, when Yoshi and I met Alex and Oliver, and this was kind of on a different podcast for a different time and a long story, but they would always be driven around in this big old blue Bronco where the floors were rusted out. You could see the road underneath it, and I mean, it was filled to the brim with just stuff, so you could only see heads driving around. The windows were so stacked up, but I think it had the engine replaced about 4 times.
Wow, look at that thing.
Wow.
Amazing, man.
We're gonna fix it.
Now that's wabi sabi right there.
Coffee can speaker.
That might be my coffee cup.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still alive, dude. There we are.
That thing is a relic, man. Let's fix that up, Alex. Let's make that
We're going
a Mises project. We'll fix that up and we'll put it up. We'll make a monument at Mare Island.
Yeah, we need to get a field and put that as the center 50.
Yeah. So if anybody out there, if I don't fix it, that's what we're gonna do with it. Put it at a paintball field. But if anybody out there knows how to work on a '77 Bronco and can restore cars, I know Trevor Reeser does that. Maybe I'll call him.
Yeah, he'd be able to help
you
out.
should do that. Bring it to Capital Edge and donate it as a bunker. Dave Baines knew your dad.
I know HK just did that with their bus. That old HK bus.
There you go.
Where did they put it? SC Village?
I think ASG.
Maybe ASG.
ASG paintball.
All right, there it is.
Nice.
Sloan, do you want to come on the show? Uh-oh. Someone doesn't have any pants on, though. Camille loves this. Come on up here. You want to say hi to Oliver? You want to show him your tattoo?
Release the
You let her
house.
get a tattoo already, huh?
Yeah, she likes dinosaurs. This is a. You want to show everybody your dinosaur tattoo?
So does Brandon Short.
I know. They met.
She got scared of his T-Rex when she first saw it on his bicep.
Wow.
Sloan, you want to say hi? No, I don't want to eat that. Not after you've been slobbering on it. No, thank you, lady. All right. Got you. Got me. All right. Well,
So this is what you guys do. You just get on this thing and you just talk nonsense for a couple hours, huh?
Yeah.
yeah.
Once a week. Sometimes we actually eat really terrible things.
Mhm.
Those are
That'll be-
interesting.
that'll be
They
happening.
do. They ate balut on there.
Yeah, we ate balut.
Oh, balut. Opie loves balut.
And then what's
We ate 1,000-year-old egg. We ate durian. You'd be happy to hear that. We ate durian.
I actually did see that one randomly.
It wasn't very good. I think it was
That's trash.
I
That's
know.
a durian to get to America is trash.
Yeah. I mean, I've had it over there. It's not very good either. It's slimy. It's custardy. It gets
Well, I
stuck in
even
the back of
remember
your
when
mouth.
I went to try it with you. You looked at a bunch and you're like, none of these are going to be good, so we didn't eat it.
Yeah, when you have to look at a bunch of different, like, it's not like you can go to like the taco place and be like, nah, none of these are gonna be good. I'll take you to it another time. Yeah. No, thank you.
That works sometimes.
I don't know.
So what happens on the? Why do you guys eat bad food? Do people like watching that? Is that
Yeah,
like,
all of our
Freudian things?
yeah,
Like,
all of our fans are actually sadists, and they love watching us squirm and suffer. Actually,
Dude, reminds me of somebody I know.
yeah, Camille actually, they made Camille eat a gumball, a spicy gumball.
Yeah,
and
we
she
have
was-
these like ultimate hot gumballs. They're awful.
And the beauty of it is Quincy Boyaz gave me the balut. He's the one who actually gave me the balut out at the
He's the
paintball
balut
field.
dealer.
Yeah, he's the balut dealer. And one of the guys that I coach, Earl,
look at that.
ate one the day before an event, and he was like, the next day he's like, my stomach hurts.
But was he horny? Is it supposed to make you horny?
It probably yeah. I mean, it's probably because
Oh,
you're
look at
in
that,
fear for your
Cash
life.
Yeah, there's an Iron Kids band.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, dude. He's wearing it. Wait, who else is wearing? Do I have one on?
I can't tell.
Yeah, I do. I can remember.
I
I
don't.
can remember.
I still have that head wrap though.
That's a nice one.
Yeah.
There's Ryan with his earrings.
Uh-huh.
Ryan, when did you take out your earrings?
I just
couple
before
weeks ago.
just before the show. Actually, I take them off before the show. I take them off before every show. I knew I didn't want you to make fun of me, so I took them off.
He's got gauges now.
He's gauging it. So,
Dude, how funny were Ryan's earrings? Like, he was rolling with those, like, into his early 30s.
I feel
Perchak still has earrings in.
Nice.
Special guest. Special guest.
Ryan will go through his. Hey,
Shut up.
poopy.
Live on YouTube. Is it really? Yeah. Don't say anything you're gonna regret.
Don't say anything you're gonna regret.
Yeah. Hi, buddy.
People are getting canceled left and right now. So just you're live.
I get it, buddy. I get it. Trust me.
Dude, what an honor! You got Poopy on the show
Yeah.
the same day. Like
Taught
that's
us
just-
everything we knew. There's the guy.
dude, and he's probably still better than any of us.
He shot me in the All-Star game right in my fingers.
And then he talked shit.
And I knew it when I didn't get him on my team. I knew he was going to shoot me. I fucking did that to
Damn.
myself.
Did you come out?
Does he still shoot from the hip?
Yeah, I came out. He shot me right in the finger. I came right out.
Does he shoot from the hip still?
You know, it was weird because I was shooting across the field at Maddie, and Maddie was shooting from his hip. And I was like, fuck, that's Poopy over there. But no, he was in front of me. And he didn't shoot me from the hip. He shot me like a regular person, looking down his gun and shooting me right in the hand.
And then did he call it out and yell at you?
Yeah, he yelled. I yelled. Yeah. It was close, that's why. It's very close. It's right here. So, yeah, I yelled.
Damn, Poopy's like skinny, dude. Poopy's skinnier than you are, Alex.
He's way skinnier than me.
What? How did that happen, man?
Dude, he's playing the best. He's in the best shape I've ever seen. He's playing
Pick
the
him
best
up,
too.
man. Pick him
You're
up.
not kidding.
Pick him up. If Poopy comes on Dynasty, I'll come back. Said it.
He's like you, dude. He knows how to make the team better. He's got the magic.
Dude, Poopy played on Ironman. He was my favorite player ever to play with. No offense, Ryan, Yosh, Alex, anybody.
Not taking.
Poopy, oh my god.
Dude, that's
This
a
is
big
how
deal.
Poopy would play. He'd go like this. And then he'd come around the can, shoot you, bam, and then back up like this. Like three. It was like a dance.
I've actually seen you in some of your Instagram stories dancing like that.
That's right. I learned everything from Poopy.
That's called the Central Florida Tango.
I learned everything from Poopy. Central Florida.
Oh man. Well, guys, unfortunately we gotta wrap it up because there's about to be some sort of catastrophic meltdown / explosion, and things are gonna get ripped out of the walls soon. But and I know that Alex has to go and go hang out with Poopy and learn the ways.
Buddy, I wrap it up, man. I don't got a kid, you know. I'm wrapped.
Hey, you guys are the best. Really good to get everyone back into the mix here. Kyle, thanks for letting us talk. Hopefully you can get some sleep tonight. And,
what are you guys gonna eat next time?
These guys really want us to eat pickled pig's feet.
Let me show you what those.
That's not that
Pickled
bad.
pig's feet are delicious.
Yeah, that's
man.
not bad.
No way. You guys have both eaten these things?
They're good.
Yeah.
How do you?
I had it at a
When
bar.
I was a kid,
They just look
my
really.
mom would get them.
They just
They
look.
look foul, but they're good.
Those ones might be pretty disgusting.
They're like gelatinous. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, I love you guys. Be good to each
Okay,
other out
see you,
there.
Alex.
Come back on the show again, Oliver. We enjoyed having
I'm
you.
gonna send out an email hopefully tomorrow for some headbands and get them out this week to you guys. So thanks for supporting, and we're excited to get the ball rolling on the next project.
Tell Poopy Crispies. Remember?
I told him, he knows.
Okay, tell him. Wink, and I'm winking at him. Okay. All right.
Peace.
Thank you guys. Love you.
Wait, I don't want to get off.
All right. Yeah, you're here, dude.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Alex
go.
is there, huh? Alex is gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alice is gone. Now you get the whole.
All right, this is so. Is there anybody saying anything that is cool or like should we? I don't know.
I want to hang out. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
So we
there?
had
I mean,
it.
it's early for me. I'm still in my pajamas, so maybe you can go, Dad. I can talk to Kyle with everybody.
Yeah, you guys want Oliver to stay on?
Just
yeah.
call it the Span and Wang show.
Yeah,
Right?
it was actually a rhetorical question because I already know the answer to that. I know that everybody's gonna say yes. So that was actually it was just a ploy to get Alex off the phone because we were tired of hearing him jingle around his keys and and try to open up envelopes. I can't find my keys again. They're really important. Well, you gotta put your important stuff. That's a life lesson, everybody. Don't hide your important stuff. You put your important stuff where you remember where it's gonna be, because otherwise, in a time like that. Yeah, I mean, these guys, if anybody has any questions for Oliver.
We might be able to open it up, the full chat. I think that person's probably not.
Yeah.
Probably got bored.
Yeah, I can try it out. I'm going to let this rip to everybody who's around, and hopefully.
Alex usually just comes on the show and makes fun of us for about 5-10 minutes, and then he gets off.
He's pretty good though, huh? He's pretty smart.
Yeah, very charismatic, clever.
So what's the dreamy thing in the background?
So that's just a tribute to Marcus. We put that up a couple of months ago because we wanted to keep him in there.
Check out this idea. I was thinking I'm gonna make a dream line. It's like I don't know. I don't want to make it like such a big Marcus thing, but I want to make like a dream line, and then I want to take that money and I'm gonna get a bust of his head carved, like a life-size bust of his head, right, and like shoulders, and then I want to erect it somewhere, like maybe at Hollywood Sports or somewhere like cool, Yeah. We can go have a tribute to Marcus.
Yeah, we can do it in a field. Maybe put it at Badlands or something.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
At Badlands.
At Badlands.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just excited. I'm just excited to get you back out here.
First class Emirates round trip.
Have you been doing any traveling over there at all?
No, it's so. Oh yeah, well I travel around this island because this place is magical, and it's like you can go any direction in 1 hour and you find things that nobody's ever found before.
Yeah.
It's like it's an explorer's mecca. I just went to the Lembongan, which is Ryan. Did you ever go to Lembongan?
Yeah, we were there actually. Right after we saw you, we came down and went across that way.
That's that other island, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I went there once.
It's a little one.
It's so nice. Like I just went this last weekend, and it's like there's nobody there, and it's so peaceful, so relaxing, and they just love seeing you because they love a couple tourists here and there, you know. So it's like even better mojo.
Do you go? That's you have to go to Uluwatu to get across to there.
I don't go to Uluwatu. Uluwatu is just so lame. It's just like all these types of people that go to Uluwatu. It's like those are the people I want to get away from.
Yeah.
Canggu and Uluwatu. It's like the same people, and it's like the same thing as being in San Diego. It's
True.
boring.
Yeah.
You know. All these other places, it's like really being in Indonesia and Bali. You know?
Yeah.
Canggu, Uluwatu is like being in San Diego.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jonas Falleth, one of our members out here from Europe, he just started your hawk course today, so he's really excited to listen to your tips. We got a lot of the people that the family that follows from one, like the Hormesis group and the Spick and Span show, and even the Play the Game podcast show. They all they're all interconnected and overlapping quite a bit. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, this is a great medium, you know, to be able to speak and to share and to you know, gain listeners and audience. You know, this is like a new art. You know, like look at all the podcasters. They're brilliant actually, because they get really smart people on and they ask really good questions, and then essentially they get smarter and their listeners get smarter. That's kind of the deal, right?
Yeah, the podcast world is really taking storm. It's good. It's providing a lot of great information and wisdom to people, I feel like.
And you guys just eat balut.
Yeah, we run out of shit to talk about. So you know we got to fill the airwaves somehow. So it's just, and you know, a lot of it's on a visual here. So within an hour we really run out of content. So that's when we call Alex. Then he starts making fun of us for about 20 or 30 minutes. Then we give a bunch of stuff away, and then we hit this air horn button a bunch of times. So we really actually don't do much here. So we have to give
like just a game show.
We're like TMZ or like a National Enquirer.
It's
we're like a live National
It's like
Enquirer.
a late night talk show, but late afternoon.
Yeah,
late afternoon
or early morning for you.
Yeah, we're like a senior citizens dinner. This is what you could watch. You know, like when you know around 5 p.m. you can either watch Wheel of Fortune or you could watch the Spick and Span show. Yeah. So that's kind of where we are.
So then what you after the Spick and Span show, you put on the dad suit and you go dad, and then what does Kyle do?
He looks at stocks. He looks at the stock market.
Do you still go out and get the babes, Kyle?
Here and there,
Go
yeah.
out and I can't believe you guys still live in PB, man. That's crazy.
We live right by Kate Sessions. We have a nice little house up here.
Kate Sessions, yeah, that's where the little bit older, more advanced PBers go to.
Yeah. North PB. Yeah. We're like South La Jolla.
So we're South La Jolla. Yeah. We're not really PB.
So do you guys still go to Moondoggies?
Yeah, Moondoggies shut down a while ago.
I think it's been like 3 different bars since then. Yeah.
You guys still go to the Shore Club? Is Shore Club open?
Shore Club's open.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shore Club still is mint, huh? Do you still have your bar, Ryan?
I sure do. Yeah, the Rabbit Hole.
Okay, make a plug.
Yeah, make a plug. Go to the Rabbit Hole. If you guys are ever in North Park or East, I actually don't even know what the town is it's called. Yeah.
But it's good.
But it's good. It's got a Chuck Norris burger.
So you get a Chuck Norris burger.
I've actually never had it, but I've had the duck tacos before. I don't make it out there very often.
You should eat the Chuck Norris burger on the show, man.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a live from the Rabbit Hole.
I want to eat good things because I told Ryan if we just keep eating bad things, like we always have to beat the last one. So eventually we're gonna probably poison ourselves. That's the way it's going. What?
Have you guys had human yet?
Not human. No.
That's a little tougher to get.
It's tougher to get.
Yeah, we'd have to. I don't know who we're gonna have to call. We did meet some character.
Well, you said there's a Chuck Norris burger, isn't it? Chuck Norris's flesh.
Yeah, maybe he just reproduces the flesh. It's actually
that's what I thought it was.
I don't actually know. They just call it the Chuck Norris burger. I know because it's always written in a very nice
Chuck Norris's.
Clone.
So it's not even real Chuck Norris.
No, it's just clones of him.
Because I'd eat real Chuck Norris burger for sure. I wouldn't eat fake Chuck Norris burger.
That makes sense. And you don't eat meat, right?
No.
But if it was human, You'd have to give it
But
a
if
try.
it was Chuck Norris, for sure.
Yeah, that's when you're gonna break it. That's what it would take.
For sure, because then I'd be karate chopping everybody. But I would only eat Chuck Norris burger, and then I'd go out and PB. Then I'd be like, for sure, getting laid. Getting the bits. For sure.
You can't miss with that setup.
Can't miss.
No.
And then I'd judo, and then I'd get Dalton and Tyler, and we'd have like one of those big old brawls with somebody.
At MMA Burrito.
And I'd have Chuck Norris spirit, just chucking Norrising everybody.
Oh, yeah.
That's the move.
Immortal at that point.
Hey, we had someone ask, besides it, because you had a deprivation tank that you're not doing that anymore.
No, I still have it.
You still have it.
We just made a new business with it. Yeah.
What's the best other spot to do some meditation?
Best other spot, bathtub.
A bathtub, really?
For sure. Come on, bathtub. Once you start to integrate a bathtub into your life, you really transform. It's like the best thing ever. Like, I looked at my life and I realized every time I had a bathtub in my life was really successful. And then there's a couple years where I didn't have a bathtub, and it was a little bit of a loser here and there. Didn't make any money. Didn't get laid. Then, bam, got a bathtub. Next thing you know, money, chicks come. You can bathe them in the bathtub. Then you can get really explorative. You start putting the salts, and you start putting different flowers in there. And
I'm glad that's where you went with that.
Yeah,
I like it. And you have a girlfriend now, right? Or
I have a girlfriend and I have a bathtub.
Look at that.
Of course.
I have a copper bathtub. So a good place to meditate is make a nice bath and just go in it and just be alone and get away from everybody. Maybe even listen to a little bit of music, and it's excellent, man. Once you integrate a bathtub routine into your life, I'm gonna have a bath after this.
Nice.
There we go.
So are your mornings like kind of change every day, or you like to follow kind of the same routine, or do something different? How's that go?
My routine is pretty basic. I drink tea and I read books, and then I don't look at my phone. Like, that's a big part of my routine, is to not look at my phone until I'm really prepared. So usually I'll do like whatever I got to do at my house, a little exercise, a little standing on the nail bed. Ryan, have you been standing on your nail bed?
Yeah, I got it right here.
You gotta have it on the floor, ready to go. How many minutes are you on it?
I cannot put it on the floor because I have a 2-year-old, and this thing is pretty dangerous. Admittedly,
get her on it. She'll be a yogi. She could sleep on that thing, man. That's like that's what you do.
Yeah, until Child Protective Services comes knocking on the door.
Dude, no one's gonna. Your child's gonna be like hovering off the ground in full lotus posture, smiling like a happy baby.
So you stand on it, or you sit in the chair with your feet on it, or both?
You use this as your pillow. You use it in your face. Yeah, it's meant.
Haven't you seen all the yogis and the sadhus? They sleep on these things.
Yeah. Well, no, I haven't seen all the yogis because I'm not really in that environment. But I've stood on this thing several times. I had to admittedly do it. I had to do it on my with my socks on at first. But then,
bro, come on, you're like a 40-year-old man. You don't need some socks on.
At first, I did to get a minute in on this thing. I'm sorry, I'm not. I don't ground myself as much as I'd like
man, you're stronger than that.
Thanks.
Go a minute with no socks, and then see how good it feels. And then once you see the benefits, then you'll do it for 2 minutes, and then you'll do it for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you'll do it every day.
I am to the I have come to the conclusion that, of course, when you get off of the nails after been standing on them for 1 minute, that you feel a lot better. Yeah. It's like when the poison is out of your system, you feel a lot better.
One of our members said they're far too heavy to stand on one of these things.
No chance. They would love it. Everybody, it's great. It's reflexology,
Yeah.
You study the bottoms of your feet. Everything on the feet is connected to the internal organs, and it's like that's why it feels so good to go get your feet rubbed. So this is like the extreme way of getting your feet rubbed. In 1 minute, you have like a full tingling sensation coming up your back to the top of your head. Yeah. You ever tried it, Kyle?
I haven't used them. No.
Yeah, get on these
I'll have
things.
to try it. I got one on my foot right now.
Yeah, you gotta
love
pull.
it, but do it. Don't do it when Ryan's around. So you guys play this like game like just like do it by yourself later when no one's around, and then just do it actually.
Maybe take a bath and then hit it for a few minutes after.
Then that's it. That's the combo, man. Guaranteed you're gonna get laid. Nail bed, bath.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So what's the deal, Ryan? You gonna have another baby?
Yeah. I mean, we're talking about it. We're that's it's a possibility. You know, why not?
Do it.
Yeah,
bro. That's amazing.
Someone's got to make up for the lack of babies that you're bringing to the world.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna come be great uncle, right, with Kyle.
Yep. There you go.
We'll just be great uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you could make a couple more Sloans, that'd be nice because I like Sloan. And if you want to make a boy, cool. But I like the girls. They're so cute.
Yeah, they are
just
cute.
like Sloan is such a gem. She's really like, I don't know how you did it, man.
Yeah, Oliver and I have the best part because we get to hang out with them, play with them, and then
he has never changed a diaper.
Yeah, neither would I.
Thank you. I knew if I did it once, then Ryan would be like, "Hey, I got my hands full. Can you?"
Totally.
Yeah.
No, but also like take the diapers off her, right? Let her rip.
Oh no,
she
doesn't wear them really anymore.
Yeah, like there's I seen this my girlfriend's friend. We went out and she has a really young boy. He's super cute and he never wears diapers and he just goes and like runs in the corner and like takes a poo and then she like sees and then she goes and washes him off and then like that's just I guess he never wears diapers and I'm like that's kind of a good move.
Yeah.
Think about how many diapers are wasted every day. Like
I know.
Millions of diapers.
Well, you'd like this.
Like where do they?
I did a partnership with
they just go into the ocean and then you surf through the diapers.
I did that I did that in Indonesia. I was like, what is that? A piece of seaweed? And it was a diaper. It was a floating diaper. It was pretty gross. Yeah. And
but like
they have
to be like a documentary. Like where do the diapers go? Because like how many billions of babies are there and how many billions of diapers are there every day? There's gotta be like a Mount Everest of diapers, right?
There are. There's a bunch of really good companies that do bamboo or recycle or like compostable diapers now.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, see, that's nice. That's good. That's really great. I'm glad to do that.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you give those to Sloan?
I have, yeah, for a while. I was giving her those ones.
Great.
But they don't come with really cute prints on them, so it was yeah.
Oh.
So,
right.
Yeah.
Do you ever put on a diaper?
Me?
I
don't know.
Put it on ourselves. They might be too small. We need some bigger ones.
Small?
It depends. The adult diapers.
Yeah. Okay, nice. So then what's going on? Is this Impact? Did you guys? How do you guys do now?
We're doing good. We're first in the series. We got
nice.
Second at the last event and first at the first one.
So Ryan, are you jealous that they're in first?
I am not. No. I've jealousy is not.
Well, you should be.
My thing.
You should be, so that you're in first, man.
I feel like that was a loaded question. Yeah, I am jealous that they are. Oh, you shouldn't be jealous. Like it's like there was no way for me to answer that right.
No, it's totally a loaded question. It just gets hard to compete all the time, right? Because now it's like you suck and you're not in first, but Kyle is. But if you're jealous, then you'll be coming first, and then Kyle's not in first, and then you're better, and then Kyle's not as good, but now you don't care as much, so Kyle's in first, and you suck. It's like it's the nature of it.
Full cycle.
Right? You got to be cutthroat. It's like that's why I had to step out of the game. I don't want to be cutthroat anymore. I want you to win, Kyle. Win. Thank you. Keep winning. I want you to win. Yeah. Goldman, take it. J-Rad, please have a fucking win. I got too many. Like take them. Like,
I love that.
I don't want them anymore. Yeah. But then again, I have to stop competing because I want you to win.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
you don't want to take them all yourself.
X Factor. Yes, X Factor. Woo!
It's about time, huh?
Yeah, it's like, come on, didn't the Ironman even won, and I almost had a heart attack. I was so happy, I was like, oh my god, it's like somebody else won. Great.
Yeah. Surprising.
So Impact is still the bomb, and who's the second bomb?
right now.
Heat's pretty good.
But who's in second? Heat's not in second right now. I think it's like
Is it
Infamous or something.
Infamous or the
Russians maybe, or us? I don't know. No.
Damn it.
Who's on these teams? Like who plays on the Russians? Like, is it any of the old Russians, or is it still like the old guy Ryan with the cigarette, or is it like
no? They not only. I think one of them only smokes cigarettes now.
Oh, Pantalev came back. He's playing a lot.
Pantalev plays on the Russians?
Yeah, Kirill, and then
Kirill?
they have two really good front guys. Smotrov plays the snake side, and then this guy Karslev who plays the Dorito side. They're pretty good. But they've been having trouble coming to the event.
Who are you afraid of? Anybody you're afraid of? Or is Impact afraid of? Or does Impact just head and shoulders better than everybody?
No, we're feeling pretty dominant. So,
So is there,
he
like,
played us a really good.
field that, like, is there anybody on the field that you like even worry about? Like, is there any Russians or any Dynasty guys that you're like, yeah, he's fucking good? I gotta worry about him.
No, I mean I don't. You know, I always would say that Mouse and the Snake was always like my biggest competition. We were always like bashing heads, and that's actually been a really cool experience to play with them now, because I feel like we're both at a place where, you know, we at a younger age we would have been really like fighting for playtime and not help each other, but we've created such a good bond, like friendship.
That's cool,
on and off the field, that both of us like want whoever's playing, like want both of each other to succeed. So that's been a really cool experience.
That's how Ryan and I, when I was on the Ironman and he was on Dynasty, we both became better friends. We're like, yes. So I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But Ryan, bro, you got MVP at like 50 years old. How was that? How did that feel? Yeah.
Yeah, piece of cake,
then
man.
You broke your back.
Then I broke my back. Yeah.
Why?
Why did I break my back? That's a really good question. I think it was because I was talking shit about everybody's lack of physical fitness after a weekend of practice, and then the gods struck me down in my sleep that night.
So what'd you learn from it?
Try to dial back making fun of people.
That's a good one. Yeah, actually, you know, that's probably the most amazing thing, that if you did that, you'd probably be like MVP every tournament.
Yeah.
Just be a little more
you gotta
kind.
ask yourself, is it worth it to make fun of people, or do you just show up and rip, you know? Right.
Yeah.
Because I think if you just showed up and ripped and didn't worry about any of these assholes, like, hey, Alex ain't gonna fucking exercise, you know, Yosh, whatever, you know, like, they're in it. So don't worry about them. Just rip, you know?
Yeah, I need to stop worrying about everybody else a little bit more. That's for sure.
Yeah, because that's actually why it was your back, is because you're putting the whole team on your back and you're trying to carry the whole team. You don't have to.
Look at that.
Like, it wasn't your ankle. It wasn't your wrist, you know? It was your back.
It's my back.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know. I think that was amazing that you were MVP, man. I was so happy.
Thanks, dude.
And I heard you played so good, and everybody was like, dude, Ryan came out. So
yeah, he dominated.
That just goes to show me that there's so much there, you know, actually. And it's amazing. It's inspiring to watch, because, you know, as much as we joke about getting old, I don't feel like I'm old. Like, I don't feel old at all. But I do think, in comparison to when I was younger, I thought it was old. So it's interesting when I look at Greenspan, he's MVPing, and I'm like, well, shit, dude, if this guy can MVP, you know, anybody can. He's the oldest guy in the league. And I'm not even saying that out of a joke. I'm saying that, like, actually out of, like, appreciation, that you're one of the oldest guys in the league and still getting MVP. Like, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That goes to show that every kid, that's whoever's playing, even if you're 20 years old, you know, in 20 years you can be MVP, you know?
Yeah, just stick with it. That's just right around the corner for you.
When are you going to be MVP, man? Come on.
It's coming.
You know?
I think it's going to be this year.
What's stopping you?
Nothing. You just got to work harder.
So who got MVP last tournament?
Fedorov. But I think Tyler should have got it.
Amazing. Fedorov got it. Fedorov's never even got MVP. He's like so good, and he still never gets MVP. So he probably should have got it.
Yeah.
Has Fedorov ever even got an MVP?
I'm sure.
I don't think so. I'm not
I
sure.
don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so, because he always gets dwarfed by like somebody else. Like every once in a while, he plays good every time, amazing.
Yeah.
But he never gets MVP.
Um,
That would have probably exploded Tyler's head if he got MVP. So it's probably good that Fedorov got it. Probably gave Fedorov another 15 years in the league too.
yeah. Mouse got it for our team at the first event. He played phenomenal.
Mouse is MVP. Like Mouse has been MVP for like 10 years, man.
Yeah, he played insane.
So why did he play so good the first turn?
He was just found his rhythm. He was playing the field really well. Just timing, like he was kind
timing.
Was just being like kind of in the corner, and then would blend it with being aggressive. But you would kind of like he would make people sleep on him, and then he would blow open a hole and be on your side of the field. When the on
so
like
do you
the
guys
game
have like two? Do you guys have like 2-man operations on Impact? Or is it you and Mouse?
So the first event we alternated, and this last event actually we played together, and so it was Mouse and I pretty much playing the bulk of the points together, which was pretty cool. When the field is, rewards that, it's a pretty good experience because Mouse and I both are like, man, we want to play together and attack and have that 2-man punch. So we're always
Who's
asking
your 2-man punch, right?
Well, last event it was a little shaky because we only had 5 guys at the end because everybody was hurting themselves. But yeah, we've got Mike Urina's really been stepping up on that snake side, and that's.
Why don't you guys? Is there another Mike Arena somewhere in the world?
Well, we're looking. Yeah.
Okay, if you're a Mike Arena duplicate somewhere out there in Nashville, Tennessee, Ryan's calling you out. Come and get on the team, man.
I know. We were talking about having a little open try, like practice for Dynasty, even just getting everybody out. You get all the messages a lot, and people want to kind of come out and play and show their skill sets and whatnot. But some of these kids on the Team USA squad are no slouches. They're definitely going to be the next up and coming. They're definitely up and coming pros that are going to be here. So
bro, just pick up 4 of them right now. And play and get them on the team.
That's your thing, man. You do love that the building and the bringing up of players. We've talked about that too. That's a thing that we can do.
No, I like what you guys do. I like it, but I don't know if it's good but I like it. Like it's wholesome. It's like you keep everybody, you love everybody, you pay everybody a little bit, but like in terms of like getting a winning team relatively fast, I don't know if that's gonna work. You gotta slash and dash. You gotta get them on, get them out. Pump them in, pump them out. Fast food.
Think fast food. How can I help you? That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's right. Like get him in the snake. He's no good. Get him out of that snake. But no, I'm glad, Kyle. It's cool that you guys are doing good and that you guys have built that. Yeah. Does so do you think what's the future for Dynasty, right?
We're setting up to kind of keep building. Like you said, we are looking at trying to get some younger talent on the team to kind of keep going, and we've got a great group of guys with Mikey, and we've got Marcelo and Blake that we're bringing into the fold a little bit closer, getting them a lot more involved in a lot of the day-to-day or week by week topics of conversation to kind of help carry the torch a little bit more. But we're working on some big things to be able to fund the team a little bit more freely and openly, and make sure that we can just keep the party going, keep fighting the good fight.
You got to start a Dynasty Bitcoin.
Yeah,
rich.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that's what the coin duel was. I actually talked to Andy, our accountant. Andy. And he's like, it's like a Bitcoin? Is it like a token? And I was like, no, it's like an actual physical coin. Is it cryptocurrency? No.
Well, cryptocurrency is if you start a coin, you get rich. That's just the bottom line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then everybody buys in, and then it doesn't go anywhere. But you get rich. So
wow,
that's a great way to start. Maybe you make a Spick and Span coin. Just get it off the ground.
I'll trade it.
Kyle will buy it for sure. He'll trade it. He likes trading those
man,
coins.
You gotta be in the Bitcoin these days, man. If you're not in the Bitcoin, you're
Yeah,
blowing it.
we both dabble. I have this
Oh, you gotta get it.
I have this pretty
Get in
cool app that has these bots that buy low, sell high for me, so I don't even have to do anything. Just trades for me.
Oh yeah, well that's
Sometimes it buys high,
whatever.
it sells low though. Happens.
Yeah.
No, it just doesn't. It just stops sign, and then now you're going way in the hole.
So what's going next with the Spick and Span show? Where are you guys taking this thing? You guys gonna make the Spick and Span? I saw you guys were on like a game show. I think you guys should do a game show. That would be cool.
Yeah. Maybe we
First
could
paintball game show.
we could set that up. We can get some people. Now we have this technology here with the FaceTiming. You know, we can get a lot of stuff going. You know, we have a wheel that we spin all the time and get people involved in that.
Cutting edge.
Hey, Uncle Oliver.
Whoa, Ma! What are you doing?
Whoa, Mom. Yeah, you know, just hanging out.
Yeah, she's
Dude.
she's been pacing back and
Make
forth
some good
for the last
babies,
for about an
Camille.
hour.
Yeah, like this
Camille
show.
makes some good babies.
I know, right?
Camille makes the bomb babies.
But this show, are we on live right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're supposed to be about an hour and a half, so I think we went.
Oh my gosh,
2.5 hours
This show is supposed
today.
to happen for like what, an hour and a half, and it's what, 2 plus? It's
You're in
nuts.
trouble now.
Yeah, you're getting me in trouble just like usual. Just
Yeah, go, Dad. I'll just talk to Kyle. You can leave. It'll just be the Span and Wang show for a little bit. We'll answer some questions, you know. Call it
Wang,
a day. Go,
Wang
Dad,
and
enough.
Span? Or Wang and
Wang and
Spick?
Span.
Spick and Wang.
Spick and Wang.
Spick
Oh,
that
yeah,
Wang.
Spick and Wang, yeah. Sorry, I get it confused. Right, you can go dad it up, you know? And,
He hasn't manned this
maybe
whole
we'll make-
operation. I don't know how to do any
No,
of this.
there's a big operation that's going on right now that could
I'm pretty
end
sure Kyle can figure it
catastrophically
out, man.
if
Kyle
I
worked
weren't
at
here.
Nordstrom for 30 years, man. He can figure it out.
Oliver, what time is it over there right now?
It's 9:30 a.m. So like I got nothing better to do except for talk. For, you know.
I love Wait, so are you guys on like lockdown, or has that already been like a chat of conversation?
Oh, that's an illusion. There's no lockdown.
Oh, there's
It's
not.
all drama. Everybody's partying over here. No face masks. Nobody gives a shit.
Nice.
Careful,
Yeah, it's
you're
good
gonna have a handful of an angry mob. That'll
Well, I mean, I'm on an island. You know, you guys are on a landlocked mass of land with a bunch of possibilities. You know, we're in a good place. You know.
So many possibilities.
There's a lot of possibilities.
Look at Sloan.
Yeah,
Sloan's
yeah, you see the
such a
curls?
little beauty.
So you
Oh
say
my
hi
God.
to Uncle Oliver? Say hi,
She's
Uncle
the
Oliver.
cutest.
Ugh.
How did you get so cute? Oh my God, Ryan, are you sure she's yours?
Yeah, I know. If it wasn't for the smile, if it weren't for the smile, I would
That's
have to
right,
question
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Smile and the pretty
She's
eyes.
so good. Man, I want you guys to make like 5 or 10 of those things, you know?
These
Make
things.
more of those.
I still want to
Yeah.
like look good.
Dada,
You
Dada,
look great,
Dada.
Camille. Come
Yeah,
on.
not
Yeah.
after 10
Yeah.
of these
Bill.
things.
Dada,
You're a
what's that?
fox.
That's
Camille,
you.
You're like
No,
super
that's
mom.
not.
You're built for these, you know?
They call those breeders.
Yeah, you're like a Clydesdale.
Oh my God. Wait, that's too much.
That's a compliment.
You know, I never really thought about
Wait,
that,
what
but
about
now
what about
I
like
can
a
see it.
warm blood? I'm going for like the warm blood.
Mama.
vibe.
No one really knows the horse thing.
Dada.
I'm gonna go, yeah, hun.
Dada, leave my cha-cha.
What's that? You want to watch Trash Truck on here? No, you can't watch Trash Truck. We're doing a show.
So
Remember?
what's
See?
the deal? She loves the trash truck. What's that about?
That's a really good question. I don't know why she likes Trash Trucks so much, but she really is pumped.
Maybe she was a trash man in her last life.
She might have been. Hey, Sloan, you want to go grab a trash truck and show everybody?
You should send us a photo.
Let's see the trash truck.
Wait,
Gonna try-
you
here, she's
should
gonna grab
send
it right
us a photo of what your trash truck looks like in Indo. She'd be so ecstatic.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta take a picture of the neighborhood trash truck.
She'll be happy.
Oh man, you guys would laugh if you saw the neighborhood trash truck.
Trash
It's not a it's half of the trash falls out
Oh,
of the
here it
truck.
is.
Does it?
Back onto the ground. Yeah.
Is it like a pickup truck? And they toss it
Here's
like,
one of our trash trucks.
Oh, that one's real nice. Ryan, you gotta get another job so you can afford a trash truck like that one day for her.
Yeah, no, we had a trash truck pull up to the house.
Yeah, they brought it over.
Yeah, they literally brought a real life trash truck out to the front of the house so she could play with it. Shout out to Republic Services.
That's pretty amazing, man.
Yeah.
You know, like she's amazing. Like she doesn't want a Lamborghini or like Jeep. She wants a trash truck. That's like.
Well, we'll see how that changes here in about.
No.
So what happens if she wants to be a trash man one day, right?
Yeah, someone said that Camille's really scared that she's gonna be a trash lady.
No, we'll just make her like the CEO or something of it.
Sloan can be whatever she wants.
The bomb. She's gonna be saving the world, recycling, love. She's gonna be making everybody smile. She's gonna be a little Buddha.
Yeah,
she could have just like a pink truck, and then she could be the celebrity trash lady.
Every single morning with my mom, since my mom lives on the beach, she and my mom walk the beach in Mission Bay. And everybody trashes the beach every single night and day. And so in the morning, her and my mom go out with little, like, bags, and they pick up all the trash every morning.
See, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What a little angel.
Yeah, she is awesome. Now she's ripping around in the trash truck. It's a recycling truck also. So you're right.
Yes,
That's an important thing. She's actually got a 1 to 50 scale one that she drives around in the backyard. It's a little button.
Wow.
A Hot Wheels situation.
So what do you drive now, Dad? You still drive a Lexus? Or
Yes, I do actually. Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even turn it in for like a family wagon.
Well, he's got a family Lexus.
Yeah, I've got the
SUV.
family size Lexus. Yeah.
Wow, best of both worlds, huh?
But did you tell them what we're going for?
We're gonna get
What
a
do you
Tesla.
got?
We're gonna go electric. One of these days.
You guys are gonna go electric, huh? That's extra good for the environment. Kyle, what do you drive?
I have just that same Audi sedan that I've always had, just a new lease.
Bart didn't give you a Beamer, huh?
No.
What a dick, huh? He didn't put that in the contract.
I should have, huh?
Yeah, you should have said he needs to personally drive it down to you and drop it
Maybe a
off.
Porsche, even. Why stop there?
Get a Porsche, yeah, you know? Get a Porsche. Ryan, park it right next to Ryan.
What car would you
you.
drive if you could drive any car you wanted?
I drive that blue Bronco.
Mm-hmm.
Is there Teslas in
if I
Bali?
come back to if there what?
Is there any Teslas in Bali?
No.
No. Man, not even
There
one?
are a few,
Not
I
even
did
one?
see a Ferrari once, and because there's all these there's a big Russian influx now, so all these Russians are like bringing in like weird cars, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't drive. I don't know what I would drive. I would probably not drive. I think scooter life is the bomb.
I could
Scooter
see
life
you
is
like
just
in
the
an
best
old,
thing ever.
like an old, really cool Jaguar or something.
Yeah, my dad had one actually.
Did he?
Old Jaguar.
Yeah. With like a
Yeah.
convertible
That's
top, you
pretty
know,
cool.
like one of those
Yeah.
cars James Bond rolls up to the ball with, you know.
That's right. Yeah, that breaks down every 10 minutes,
Yeah. They don't show that in the movies though.
Yeah.
and it costs $10,000 to fix it.
Yeah.
So okay, well, what else is going on? What else should we cover real quick?
Real quick.
Yeah.
Well,
What's a good topic of conversation?
someone said that you look like a younger, skinnier version of Ron Jeremy.
They can see me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was just like an audio.
No, it's full on YouTube.
Oh, great.
So like this, can you see for our screen?
No, other ways, better.
Oh.
Point it at the camera.
So
Nice.
It's full.
So it's like, wow, look at this. It's like a totally cool. If I pulled it up on YouTube now, I could see it.
yeah, you can read the comments and talk to people.
Amazing. Dude, hey, everybody who's listening, you guys rip. You guys are amazing.
Look at that.
Damn, I can't believe you guys have been listening for this long, dude. We've just been being such idiots today, just talking about nonsense. I can't believe you guys are listening. I love you guys. So funny. I didn't even know you could see me. Oh my god. I could have done my hair. I could have done my hair better, man. I could have done my mustache.
It's all right. They said you're good. You look like Johnny Depp.
Yeah, you look good.
Dudes, guys, I don't have kids. I'm young. I'm gonna last forever.
I love it.
Well, Ryan, hey, you look good for being a dad. You know, man.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate that.
What's the secret of being a dad so far? Give me the download.
You know, it's doing whatever Camille says, and then whenever she asks you a question or tells you to do something, you always say I forgot or I didn't hear you.
It's balance.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. I didn't know you wanted me to bring that brush. Huh.
Could you imagine, Kyle? Ryan found someone he actually listens to, or like actually like has to kind of listen to.
Has to say I'm sorry. Has to say I'm wrong.
Camille's a boss, man. How did you? Camille rips it, dude.
Yeah.
Camille turned on, dude.
Yeah. She corralled him.
Okay, so come on, give me a little bit more of a. Come on, give me a deeper another one because I don't. Even if I have a kid, I don't want to have a wife. You know, I just want to have a couple. Kids, you know.
Well, I don't know if I can help you solve that riddle.
Parenting. He's looking for a parenting job.
Yeah.
You know?
The parenting thing is pretty easy. They do tend to want to like go and hurt themselves. They're pretty prone to wanting to hurt themselves and to breaking things. So obviously, just don't be attached to anything that you own, and just let the kids do what they want to do. I guess a good one that my grandma always said, which we tried to do as much as we can, is try to never say no or teach them the word no, because you're going to be saying it a lot already. So don't say it. Don't say it in the beginning. You don't want to be the yes family. You don't want to be the ones that always say yes and let them get away with everything. But you want to try to divert and give a different word that's other than no.
I've been reading actually one of Osho's books, the one on love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you probably read, but it was talking about how important the first 7 years of a child's life are, and you don't want to try to condition too much so that you erase a lot of their creativity on who they are, which is tough because you don't want to be like, hey, that's hot, don't touch, that's sharp, but like it's
Sloan, get that out of your mouth. That's a thing that we say a lot,
but trying to give them as much freedom as you can to
and
be
then
pure.
And it's a lot of love. It's actually good to have the yin and the yang and the relationship to raising them, though, because there's a lot of things that I let her get away with and do, and obviously I'm the fun and exciting play and rowdy time parent. Yeah. While Camille is the watch out, careful, and make sure everything's packed properly. Sloan would certainly have been far too cold far too many times if it were just me running the show, and slightly malnourished at times. No, I didn't pack anything. Where are we going on a hike? I only got one diaper and one pair of clothes. So yeah.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. And I think it helps to have Uncle Kyle in there. Yeah, a little bit. You get like kind of the yin and the yang, and then you get the uncle.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. She's so the dynamic with me is a lot different too. With them, I think it's like more of like a big brother kind of dynamic that we have. Like she comes in my room and is very respectful and like does like quirky little things, or she acts like she might take something, but she puts it back down, like creepy look or like on the side look. Like I know I'm doing something I shouldn't do, but to come mess with me. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Nice one. So Ryan, do you only hang out with people who have kids now, or do you get to like hang out with single people? Like
no. We just we hang out with everybody. We're whoever. We actually don't know many people with kids, to be honest. The hunters sometimes, but we just rip around with the three of us a lot.
Nice. What about like Hoffman and them? Doesn't Hoffman have like 10 kids too?
Yeah, he's got a pair of kids.
Nice. Do they beat up?
They're too aggressive. They're too high strung and old. They come over here. They come
like
here.
Thing 1 and Thing 2 from Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Nice one. Okay, word. So, well, whenever you guys want to talk again,
we'd love to have you back on.
We'll definitely get you on here.
If anybody wants to listen, I don't know what we'll talk about next time.
Yeah, and then next time you could even have I don't know if you have like the laptop or your phone that you could see all the like the YouTube comments while you're talking with us as well.
Okay, great.
Oliver, I'm coming to World Cup this year. Do you want to meet me there? And are you gonna play maybe, or what do you want to do?
No, we're hiring you as the Hormesis dealer. Remember?
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna wear a big jacket.
Yeah, no, you sell them out of the crate, out of the baby carriage.
Oh yeah.
No, she's gonna have the jacket under here, like with the person with the watches, the big trench coat, full of Hormesis bands.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
I'm down with this.
Yeah, maybe I told Camille. I told Ryan. Just needs a first class ticket on Air Emirates round trip behind the cockpit.
And then I'll be here.
Maybe we'll work it out.
Yeah, I think we'll.
Just the problem is I want Ryan to be MVP. I don't want to be MVP.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It
That's an
never
honest sentiment.
stops, does it?
What?
That's an honest sentiment.
Um.
I'm rooting for Ryan.
Well, I'm rooting for everybody.
He already got MVP last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have it.
Yeah, you can have
So he
it.
can retire now.
Yeah. So don't say that in front of her. She'll take you up on that.
Someone asked for one piece of wisdom before you go to leave everyone
One
with.
piece of wisdom.
Aside from get a bathtub.
That's a big nugget of wisdom.
Yeah.
I would say in general in life, if you can just stop and harvest that moment for a moment, and what all that is in that moment, like, can show you so much. It's what Osho teaches, Kyle, like really being aware, and it's so easy to become unaware and be unconscious all the time.
Just kind of
if you can
autopilot.
if you can just stop and like literally harvest that pause, harvest that stop for a moment, see what you're thinking, see what you're feeling, see like what's being said in your head, see like what's hurting, what's am I thirsty, what's going on with me, like, but really be attentive to that. Even if it's just a couple times a day, just harvest that moment, harvest that pause for a second, and just see what's going on in it. And if you can do that, the more you do that, then you can just become really like super attentive and aware all the time for everything, and then you're better at everything, I think.
Sure. I think I remember you even helping me with that a lot. When I first got on the team, I had a lot of anxiety, and you're like, "Well, stop fighting it. Like, appreciate it, because it's natural to have all that anxiety, and otherwise, if you try to like subdue it, it's gonna mess up who you are as a person or whatnot." And just experiencing it versus trying to fight it through all emotions. That was something that you taught me a long time ago that has stayed with me immensely. Like and not just anxiety, but any emotions, whether it's anger, happiness, sadness, everything.
Totally. Well, it's so fun actually to feel anger if you can actually feel it, or if you can actually like realize that you're feeling it, not let it hijack you. So it's like anxiety is like, it's kind of cool, like being anxious. You're like excited for life, like you're excited for something to happen. You're like, it's actually kind of a nice feeling actually, if you can realize what's happening. If you're just anxious and the anxiety's driving you nuts, and you're not even giving yourself the ability to actually understand it, it sucks, and it's annoying, and it's, you want it to end, and then you suffocate it or you try to subdue it by taking something or whatever, or taking your mind off of it. But actually all these things are such a beautiful human thing, being angry, having anxiety, being sad, being happy. It's like actually really feel the thing that's coming in when it's coming in, and like if you can do that, like your life will change, because you start to recognize this is what it's about, being what it's about to be human. Like, shit, you stub your toe, like, don't get angry and yell and fight it. Like, just feel what it feels like to stub your toe for once.
Sure.
And then actually, the more you do that, the more mindful you become about these things, the more you can recognize them in the moment, and have a choice to either, you know, feel the pain of the stubbed toe or allow it to walk it off and to be cool in the moment, you know, and to not have it bother you, you know.
Sure.
And then that goes into so many different aspects of your life, you know.
Yeah. That's some good piece of wisdom.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I think people are so stoked on like just being there. A lot of people are grateful right now to be able to have you here in a virtual world, but obviously being able to see you as well, which is news to you.
A lot of people saying one of the best shows yet.
Yeah. So thank you so much for that. This is yeah, and by the way, the stubbing your toe is a metaphor. for a lot of you guys. A lot of people are gonna go kick the wall right after the show to make sure they can feel it. Is this what it's like?
Well,
embrace it.
That's even like the thing, like, right, Ryan, you hurt your back, and so the reason why you have pain is like it's just an alert, you know. It's an alarm. It's telling your system that something's happened, right? And usually when you get into pain with something that sometimes it just sneaks in and it's a long time coming, but like a back pain, that gives you that opportunity to then like investigate what's going on in your life. And I think you had a big discovery, realizing that you don't want to make fun of other people and tell other people what to do, you know. And you had that ability because you had to rest, because you were bedridden, because you couldn't play, because you couldn't go surf, right? So in a weird way, really good on the show and everything else, and you know, always rooting for you guys. Now it's kind of hard to figure out who I want to win. It's like I want Dynasty to win, but like, man, you know, you guys have won a lot, so maybe someone else can win every once in a while.
Thanks.
But I like when you guys get really good and you guys like get geared up and you guys like, got that mojo. Then it's like, oh, I want Dynasty to win, you know.
Yeah.
But it's like that does take. What is that? You know, like how do you get that all the time? You know. Hard.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm always so about getting those younger kids, because that'll bring that new sort of life, because it's like, you know,
agreed.
You can only do so much for so long before it's like you said, when you're trying to get everybody up, you can't, because nobody's fucking listening anymore, you know? They're like, oh, yeah, we've heard it, Oliver, we've heard it, Ryan, we've heard it. But when you get the new kids, I remember like looking at Kyle's like, yeah, that's right, yeah, like, let's do it, you know? And it's like, Alex is over here like, da-da. Ryan's like, yeah, I don't even hear what you're saying. Kyle's like, yeah, let's do it. Whatever he said, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So, when is the next tournament?
Chicago.
What, 3-4 weeks?
Man, they still do it in Chicago, huh?
Still doing Chicago, still doing World Cup.
Jeez, huh?
Yeah.
Jeez, I will say the one thing I do not miss about paintball is going to Chicago and going to World Cup.
No. Yeah. Then you would have you're really lucky you weren't here this season so far. Florida and the cornfields of Philadelphia.
I don't understand why they don't just do it in a couple new locations every year.
Yeah, you know, that's a question for Tom Cole.
Thank you.
You want to come up here?
No.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Can say bye to Oliver?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to say bye to Oliver?
Bye-bye.
He's right here. There he is. Look.
Oh, cutie.
Bye-bye.
You're so
It's Oliver.
cute.
Bye-bye.
Say hi, Uncle Oliver.
You're so cute.
I forgot
Oh my
this whole
God,
time you weren't able to like see us, but because it was turned
It's
around.
so funny. Oh my gosh, look at your hair. It's so nice. Oh my gosh.
Is it
Oh, your hair is so pretty.
Don't push those buttons.
Yeah, she
Oh
does
my
have
gosh,
pretty
she's so-
rad hair.
He's so cool, man. Ryan, make a couple more, man.
You got it, dude.
Okay, Camille, you heard him.
Bye-bye.
Uh-huh.
Bye-bye.
See you, cutie.
Bye.
See you, cutie.
Bye-bye.
Oh, I love you. Bye, bye, bye.
Say
Say
bye,
bye-bye.
Uncle Oliver.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Say I love you.
I love you.
I love you.
She's hanging up.
Oh, she's hanging up on you. All right. Well, all right. That was a great. Oh, that'll get you banned from YouTube. Oh, she's got undies on.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Well, that was one of our best shows to date. I want to thank everybody tremendously for sticking around with us for a little bit of dropped YouTube screen time.
Yeah.
But it was great to be able to get Oliver on there. Obviously, we need to talk to Oliver a little bit more.
Yeah, we need to get more so
get him on there,
so he doesn't feel like it's so
it's been
far
so
away.
long.
It's easy for us to get him on there.
So yeah, I want to get away. I'm just gonna jump straight into the giveaways, guys, because I know that it's been a long time. We've been here for a minute, so I'm gonna get in there. I actually spun the wheel. I want to thank everybody who did a donation to the Team USA Fund and the Jersey Fund. I've been spinning the wheel in the background. That's what I've been doing over here a little bit to help expedite some of the process. But Mr. Richard Uran, Uran, is the winner of the Tyler Harmon jersey. I actually, I've been putting everybody's names into a separate little thing, but I want to thank everybody: Michael B, Earl Flores, Mr. Reed, Jesus, Weberton, Dizon, Fortkey, Val Valerio, Michael Lee, Jamie Taylor, Seth Martin, Gustavo, Bryant, Richard, Matt, Steven, Fortkey, Loyal, Blue Fox, Jonas, Michael Cruz, Alpha, Alex Cooper, Sean Dolan, and DJ Mateo. All of you guys for donating to help support Team USA, especially right now. Also, I have 3 giveaways for you guys right now, and that is going to be the backpack is going to Mr. Hergon the Great.
That's a great gift.
Chris Dahl, new Mega Support member. Thank you very much for your support. As always, you are going to be getting the Spick and Span signed jersey. This can go to Colton. Will probably fit into this a little bit better than you will. So that'll go to Colton. And then Tyler Huey is the winner of the Boston paintball shirt. And I'm going to spin it one more time because we do have a Lavina shirt as well, right?
Yeah.
So actually, this one we'll let everybody in. We'll let everybody into this one right now.
Thank you.
And thanks, Sloan. Those are everybody's sunglasses. And we're going to spin this wheel. This is for a Lavina shirt.
Here you go. Here you go. Take this.
And it is going to, it looks like Crankin or Rolling. Crankin Invasive. All right, so I want to thank everybody for all of your continued support throughout the almost actually a year. We're coming up on episode 50 pretty soon. We've got some epic giveaways.
That was a 3-hour show today.
Yeah, that was a 3-hour show. So Camille is giving us the eye. Sloan is breaking as much stuff here on the as she possibly can. And it's about time.
Sun's setting.
The sun is set on another amazing episode. So I want to thank everybody very much for tuning in. Thank you guys. If you're listening to this on Spotify, I hope you're enjoying it. And let us know in the comments what you guys thought about the new mic. Should we keep it? It's too sensitive.
They loved it.
I think we loved it.
Yeah.
Is that right? All right. So bye-bye.